Maybe it's working. There we go. Okay. Apparently my stream key had changed, unbeknownst to me. So I had to fix that real quick. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my kitchen. Happy Thanksgiving. I hear feet. Let's just wait for it.
Now?
I don't know, did I?
No. I don't know.
Thanks, I throw boxes.
He didn't start, Eli.
Oh, Livy, you bumped the camera.
Wow, Livy.
I asked you not to do one thing.
Oh, I don't know. Did you start?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's go watch, Eli. Let's go watch.
All right, bye. Thank you, Be the Sailor.
Eli, let's go watch.
Thank you, Sword of Shannon. Okay, you don't have to whisper. You can just do it.
Okay, I'm gonna go watch ball, and I'm gonna see my best girl from my circle.
Okay.
She found a girl video that she used to watch on her tablet.
What's with the air quotes? When did you learn to do air quotes?
Yeah, we just did.
Okay, go watch it. Have fun. I'm just gonna be down here making something you don't want to eat.
Turkey?
No, you want to eat the turkey. You don't want to eat the squash casserole because I'm gonna start with squash casserole.
I wanna see.
I can make our stuff.
If you can watch if you want. Be quiet though, okay?
Okay. And I'll.
Deal?
Yeah, and I'll be here in case you need any help.
Okay. Wash these squash.
Oh.
I'm kidding. You can't reach. All right. Well, hi. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're all having a wonderful Thanksgiving. Say Happy Thanksgiving, kids.
Happy Thanksgiving!
You didn't add the kids on the end. Good. Good job. Way to not take the low-hanging fruit joke.
Joke!
Watch out for the camera.
Dun, dun, dun.
What's that?
Do you need a knife?
I will need a knife, but hold on.
Okay.
You don't touch knives.
Okay.
You.
What? Then how can we help?
Well, you can help by watching and being sweet and supportive and not making a bunch of noise.
I won't.
That remains to be seen. Anyway, excuse me. This is Daddy Zone.
The blue stuff?
Yes, where you stay in Eli and Olivia's zone.
Emma's in your zone.
Well, Emma can't be stopped. She's the monster. Thank you, Caladina. Thank you, Damos. This is gonna work out great. Thank you, Phoenix. Haven't fallen down my stairs since last Thursday. Hey, good. Congratulations. Thank you, Tomacat. Thank you, Getch. Okay, guys, you're in Daddy Zone.
I'm not.
Livy, Daddy Zone.
I'm not in Daddy
Respect the zone.
I'm not in Daddy
You're not respecting the zone at all.
Get out. Security.
Thank you, Skillful Megalon. Thank you, Shadow Silver Star. Okay, well, hey, let's get some cooking done. Back up, please. Knives or a foot. No, for real. Be back. Okay. One of Laurie's favorite things for Thanksgiving. Thank you,
Casserole.
Duran. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Dorian. Thanks. You sure come take some, please.
How you can take some from the screen?
Okay. One of Laurie's favorite things that I make every year for her
Squash
is...
casserole.
Let me talk! You're about to get excommunicated.
Okay.
Sent from the room. That's not exactly what that means, but... big eyes. Stop bumping the camera! Back over there. Back over, both of you. Over there.
Aww.
Over there. You can prance over there if you want, but prance yourself that way. Your socks don't match. Thank you, Don Sears. Thank you, Day Carter. Back. And this is, I would like you to, all keep in mind that everything I'm making today is not going to be fancy, next level Thanksgiving fare. It's going to be Thanksgiving foods that hopefully I can convince these two heathens to eat. Thank you, Emmy Duck and Sizable Cargo and Astro
What was
BXTs. That was happiness.
I heard like this.
Thank you, Psycho Sweetheart.
Someone screamed.
Would you throw that away for me, please?
Go.
No, don't put it in your mouth. It hasn't been washed.
Ew. It's a bag.
Okay, I'm just gonna wash the squash.
Watch this.
Eli, wash those squash. This is. Thank you, Vis. Thank you, Burning Ashes. Thank you, STX Cindy. How many dishes are you making this stream? We'll see how many we get through before it collapses. Thank you. It's No Dizzy and Darling Lexington. Happy Thanksgiving. And Bun Bun Commander. I missed that one in there somewhere. And Tuffy Healer. Happy Thanksgiving.
Squash is done.
Thank you, Eli. Okay, can you bring it over here?
Yeah.
You can just put it right here. Thank you, buddy. All right. These are. This is the 4th of May was a restaurant in St. Simon's Island, which is where we've had family live before. It no longer exists, but they released a cookbook. What?
I didn't even know.
I asked you to throw something away, and you did.
Wrong way, not helping.
No, it's going to be a huge help because I'm going to need more stuff thrown away in just a second. You're in charge of the trash duty, okay? What, you want another job? Okay. You're in charge of keeping the air in this region stirred, okay? I need you to keep it stirred. You got to keep the air moving in here, otherwise it gets stuffy. Can you do that?
It's not even helping you.
Eli's doing it.
That's not aiming.
Okay, she didn't buy it. That's a shame. Anyway, 4th of May was a restaurant that is no longer... What? 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 Why are we crying? Why are we crying? Olivia, as soon as you're wiping your face off my shirt. As soon as I have something for you to do, I promise you can do it.
What was that again?
That was a scream. Thank you, Air Proxy. Thanks the newbie. Thank you, Tommy Cat.
Why do people scream?
Thank you, Avery Madell, because I never changed my things back. Okay, Livy, are we good? Livy, you were helping me earlier with Pokemons. You got to help me out right now, okay? Okay. Let me just explain what's happening, and then we'll figure out a way for everybody to help.
I'm happy.
This is the recipe for the 4th of May casserole, squash casserole, because that was her favorite squash casserole. Thank you, doing stuff, man. It is, again, not a complicated recipe, and actually calls for stovetop stuffing as part of it. So again, we're not going for a high...
Can I read the recipe?
Can you read the recipe? Okay, sure.
Okay, the recipe is...
What's the first thing we need? Okay.
It's
Start with the instructions.
Okay, instructions. Slice the summer squash. Slice the summer squash.
Okay, and
Back from the stove up.
you skip down. What's right there?
Up. Slice the summer squash, onion, and colban in a large skillet with the butter. Cook the medium heat until the squash is tender and there is a lot of liquid.
Okay. So first we're going to just trim the ends off these things.
So then you don't eat and...
Which I will need thrown away. I don't know if Livy will accept this job or if it is beneath her. Will you accept this job or will Eli need to do it? It has to be done. I'll do it myself. It's fine too.
I'll do it.
Whoa! Now, Livy, you keep your hands away from the cutting board at all times until I say it's time to touch something, okay? Okay?
Okay.
With voice, please. That's a nod, but can I have, like, talkie? Say, yeah, hi, I'm Olivia. Okay, Daddy, whatever you say. Okay, now I'm just going to shrug because I'm like a teenager already, somehow.
Okay, next after squash.
So, hold on. This calls for, basically, it's a real simple ingredient list. It calls for 6 things. 4 pounds of squash.
But why does Eli get 2 and I only get...
Get 2 what? I don't have any work yet, Liv. Give me time to get something to do.
I get 2 because I can read.
And yes, you can hold the book if you want while he reads it. What do you want me to do?
Okay, next.
I just worry about you being too close though with the knife being around, because Daddy's a loose cannon sometimes when it comes to
Do
cutting
you have
things.
onions?
I do have onions.
Then next we need those onions.
Well, I haven't finished cutting the squash yet. Give me time, bud. Okay, you're gonna do this, Liv? Do you accept this job? May I knight you as my trash goblin? Yes. Okay, there we go.
Okay, let's go.
To the trash with it.
Really?
Thank MJ.
I'm getting a fry.
Oh, Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Killer Next Door. Thank you, Red Saber Face. Thank you, Guess Who Won.
Oh gosh, my hands
Thank you,
smell
Violet
like
Steam.
squash.
Thank you, Torian. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to restart the explanation. Thank you,
My hands
Phoenix.
smell like squash.
Yes, they do. You say that like it's a bad thing. Squash is good.
Yeah, but
Please
it
tell-
smells weird.
Please tell Eli and Livy they are brilliant and amazing kids.
Okay, you got to watch out if you're reading. Thank you, Rose Fire Flies. Okay, so I'm going to slice these squash. Let's see how many people we're dealing with here. About 700 at the moment.
Sorry about that.
About what?
That my dad didn't show the squash.
Thank you, Sam. What are you talking about? They can see everything right there.
Oh, no, but you used to not show the squash.
So the downside of this recipe is 4 pounds of summer squash is a lot. It's very easy. Oh, what I was going to say was the ingredient list. Eli, hit us with the ingredient list.
The ingredient, okay. Wait, is this the ingredient list?
Yes.
Okay, box stove stuffing, chicken flavor, cup cheddar cheese, shredded, each onion sliced, 1 out of 4 pound butter, 8 onions, sour
That's
cream,
a quarter pound of butter.
4 pounds summer squash.
Okay, that's it.
Yep.
So you got butter, you got a box of stovetop dressing, 4 pounds of summer squash.
Do you have to throw away a lot of stuff?
8
Throw away the what?
A lot of stuff?
Yes, I will be throwing away more stuff.
8 anchovies.
8 anchovies?
It says that right here. 8 anchovies.
No, that says 8 ounces sour cream.
Oh. 8 ounces sour cream.
But anyway, you just cut all the summer squash up into kind of medallions, about the same width apart, obviously, so they cook about the same space, time, whatever. These concepts are meaningless.
Okay, I'll read the next one when you're ready.
Okay, well, I still got to chop like quite a bit of squash. This whole thing's going to be covered in squash by the
Do you
time
have to chop those?
Hands away from the cutting board unless you wish to lose a finger or a hand. Maybe a nose.
Are you doing...
My dad's now a wizard. My dad's now a wizard.
I'm a wizard. Thank you, Ranger of Redmont. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Caitlin Rose.
Someone said I gotta take a step back.
Thank you, Zephyr Shadoweth. Yes, Livy, I would like it if you took a step back as well. Because you keep forgetting not to put your hand over here. Now, I am a professional father chef, which means that I know to read your movements out of the corner of my eye and keep the knife away. Like, stop.
You're gonna make
Please.
a lot of these. Like cheese potato hey.
That's not what we're making.
All we're making is this?
From that cookbook, yes.
I thought we're making like everything in the cookbook.
That would be a lot of work.
You have to do a lot.
And someone spilled something on it.
I think that's actually just part of its charm.
Okay. Never mind.
It's good luck.
Livy, under that cabinet over there is a bunch of bowls.
Oh yeah, I know.
Okay, we're gonna have to move the camera here. Sorry,
Sorry about that.
because that's in the way of opening the thing.
Vegetables.
Okay, I would like a big bowl, please.
A big?
A big bowl. You may have to move some things out of the way.
Try with oh, I see a big bowl.
Okay.
That'll do. That'll actually do.
Oh, okay. That'll go.
Yeah. Okay. So the next step of this process, which I'll be to in just a minute. Whoops! There goes the camera. Involves cooking all this stuff down, and it takes a lot of space to do it. I usually take 2 or 3.
Can I help you put those in the bowl?
I'll read it again.
If you want to help do anything that is food touching, you need to go wash your hands.
I'll read.
I did do food touch.
Like right now with soap.
Let me go.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll read the first step. Slice the summer squash and
Right.
onion and coban in a large skillet with the butter. Cook over medium heat until the squash is tender and there is a lot of liquid.
That's right. And then what do we do?
And then after that, you remove the seasoned pack from the stove top stuffing.
Which they don't have anymore.
And add to the
You stay back until I say.
squash. Stir for
Now get
2
2
minutes.
turns. Now I'm happy.
I could cut these things in half and just make it a little bit. Okay, now you can put them in the bowl.
Okay,
You know, to make the slicing a little bit faster, but
We need a bigger bowl.
Well, it'll be okay.
We can just put them all on top.
Okay,
Like all on top.
Dad, did you get what I said about reading it?
Oh no, I've been ignoring you the whole time.
Oh, it's okay. It says.
Oh my God! Look.
You got a little bit of squash on you.
Okay, I just put this in the squash bowl.
Okay, it says to remove the seasoned packet
stay back.
from the stovetop stuffing and add.
That's okay. I got it.
Stir for 2 minutes.
Actually, that doesn't even matter anymore because there's no longer a separate package of seasoning in stovetop stuffing.
We'll stir for 2 minutes.
It's just all part of the same thing. Ah! Thank you, Toxic Plot. I'm sorry if I'm missing a lot of cheers and stuff. Thank you, GB Acer. I'm keeping an eye on Knife and Child at the moment. So.
And hearing, because I
And
need
hearing.
the recipe. Okay, so I think all you need to do is just stir for 2 minutes.
Well, I've got to cook it first.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
After cooking it, then remove
We've
it
sliced
from...
It's alright. You can leave those out. Okay.
I'll go for this one.
Thank you, Toxic Plot. Thank you, Axel. Got dumped, and apparently she was looking
Ew.
out for a while watching you. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that you found some escape here with us. All right. So.
I put the rest on.
Thank you, Lydia.
I found a way to
You
put
get
them.
all my biggest pots here. All right.
Are you sure they can fit all of these?
Well, it's gonna take a couple.
You want me to help?
This one actually will do quite a bit of. I need to do the onion first too.
Dad, you want me to help?
No, I'm helping. And
Well, no, nothing needs to be helped right at this moment. Wait until I ask you to do something, please.
Sure.
Okay.
That's how this
You
works.
can read all and I'm holding back.
No, that still wants me to help.
Thank you, Killer Spark. Thank you, Crazy Maisie. Thank you, Axel.
Squash is right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Onion?
This is the important part.
How much onion?
You
This is
need,
one onion, right? One onion.
Now put them in the what bowl?
It's in the ingredients.
yeah, one each onion slicer.
One onion. Okay.
Yeah, one onion.
But sliced, I think is what it
Yes.
says. One onion sliced. Okay.
Should we get another bowl?
I
No, that's fine. I can just leave this on the board.
No, I'll get it.
I don't need another bowl. Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
I want you to know I appreciate your help, even if I have to keep telling you to back up because I'm worried about your safety.
I like peeling part. I like the peeling part.
Thank you, Killer Spark.
Can I
I don't
peel
think
the-
you would like to peel this because this
Yeah,
is onions. You know what? This onion makes you cry.
Cry? No.
Mhm. Yeah. No, it really does.
How?
There's some enzymes that are released when you cut an onion that actually cause your eyes to tear up. Not like cry because you're sad, but it actually does.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen it.
So I would stay back from this. Doesn't really affect Daddy because Daddy has contacts.
And plus he's tall, so
And because I'm tall.
so I can't reach him.
I don't think that's part of the issue, but who knows? Maybe so.
So back up. From
Maybe
the
I'm
onion.
far enough away from my hands that it just doesn't bother me. I've always assumed that it's because the contacts just kind of make my eye kind of insulated.
But how do you know?
How do I know what?
How do you know that can happen?
Daddy,
Okay, it says slice. I'm actually going to do a dice on it
slice and dice.
just because it'll make it
kind of weird.
easier maybe for you guys to eat.
Okay.
Like maybe you'll actually eat it or forget that it's there, which is equally likely.
Onion. Yeah, no one wants to eat onion just alone.
No, onion's actually good when it's cooked.
No one wants to eat onion like that.
Some people actually eat raw onion. I don't. A lot of people eat it in burgers and things like that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Pink onion.
Pink onion, or red onion.
And pink. I've seen people eat burgers with pink onion.
Where are you seeing people eat pink onion burgers?
Somewhere.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to talk about it.
The story falls apart.
But there is pink onion, onion and burgers. Actually,
What?
I have seen it.
Have you?
And salad at CCOA. There's pink onions.
I don't think they're pink though.
Yeah, they are. I mean, no, purple.
That's,
They're
yeah.
purple.
Well, purple is red onion.
Wait, did it make you cry? Like, cry? Like, not really cry, but when
Back off.
Snow
when you
Smells
hold
yummy.
them, when you hold them with the peel on.
No.
How?
How do they not make you cry with the peel on?
Mhm.
because it's not until you cut them that it releases the enzyme.
And take one.
More of a large chop rather than a dice,
You
but
said
whatever.
take one.
Okay, and take one. Go.
Back up, not
Take
over
one.
not over the cord.
Plus one.
Thank you, Lady Freya. Oh,
Dogs.
well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh, there's dog.
That's Emma. And Emma can't have what things?
Onions.
Onions and?
Grapes.
Hey, grapes, that's right.
Chocolate.
No.
Or chocolate, that's true as well.
Because you aren't
Food is
eating
making me
them.
hungry.
And the onions go, wow, don't hurt us. Sweet dreams are made of cheese.
these.
Sweet
Who
dreams are
am
made
I
of cheese.
To disagree.
Daddy, some said sweet dreams are made
Travel
of
the
cheese.
world and the seven
Daddy, don't
seas.
sing in the middle of the show.
Everybody's getting demonetized.
Guys, can you please sing?
Can't sing
Daddy,
the
don't-
streams no more.
Daddy, don't sing in the
I
stream.
can't if I want to. They can't take this from me.
Just
Oops.
a bear. Yeah.
I
see,
know
that's
I'm
what
bad. I don't
happens.
care.
No, you're not bad.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's just embarrassing, everyone.
Embarrassing everyone? You mean you?
Yes.
Okay.
Keep it going, party time.
Okay. Now we're gonna cook some stuff.
Yay!
Is it time for me to help?
I don't think there's anything you're gonna be able to do with
Eli
this.
is a rake.
All right. Stop reading the chat just in case.
Chat,
There's nothing controlling the chat right now.
I'm not a rake.
I don't think you read that right.
No, it said, LOL, Eli is a rake.
All right. Let's get some butter.
But,
'Cause this is not a healthy recipe.
nah. It's onion and squash. Not healthy, guys.
Actually, onion and squash are good.
Oh.
It's the quarter pound of butter. It's gonna take things to a little bit of a different zone here. But hey, it's Southern cooking. You can't.
Dad, someone called me savage.
You are savage.
Wait, can I throw the butter in the pot?
Sure.
Wait, I don't know what savage means.
A savage, a food savage.
You are a savage.
Let's eat you.
Okay.
It's gonna peach.
So remember,
I need slicey.
stay away from the knives. All right, Eli, what are we doing here?
Wait, okay, we're putting them in the oven.
No, we're not.
Oh, hang on. Slice the butter. Remove the seed. Oh, no.
Turkey.
Slice the oh. We're cooking it. We're cooking it over medium heat until we're cooking it. It says cook over medium heat until the squash is tender and there is a lot of liquid.
Okay, over medium heat.
Can I throw Can I put the
All right,
butter?
this one is bigger than that one, so we're gonna say, and it's a quarter pound of butter. Is that right?
Yeah. Play on.
So can I
Let
put
me
them
read.
in the pot?
All right, so one of these is a quarter pound.
Yep. Quarter pound of butter.
Quarter pound of butter.
It's 1/4 quarter pound of butter.
Okay.
What are we gonna do with
So-
the squash? The squash is just sitting here.
Not for long. We're about to put it in those pans.
And then we're at the. And then.
Can I put them in the fans?
Pans. All right. So let's say it's about like that for dividing it. Thank you.
Someone just burped.
J Tiz Lou was taken.
Wait, hang on. Who just burped? I heard some. I think.
No, that was a roar.
Why did someone roar?
Thank you, Dorian. Okay,
Is
Libby.
there a line in your house?
This one goes in the big pan,
Is there a
Throw
line
it in.
in your house?
and I'll do this one. It's a little bit further away.
No, I can do that.
Sorry.
Can I put the squash in? Can I take the whole bowl and dump it?
Well, the whole bowl isn't going in. I think I'm going to do this because it's going to get out of control very quickly.
Let's see.
The butter's starting to get.
And we're just melting the butter. It's just on medium.
Okay.
Libby, you got to stay back.
Okay, this
You
might.
got to stay back away
Hang
from.
on. After that says remove the season batter from the top stuffing, then add it to the squash. Stir for
Daddy?
2 minutes.
Yes. Libby.
Dad, squash on the floor.
There's squash on the floor. That's okay.
I think it doesn't say what time to cook it.
I should have cut these into cubes.
It doesn't say what time to cook it,
Should have
Daddy.
made tablespoons out of it first, but oh well.
Daddy, I think we're in a problem.
We're not in a problem. We're never in a problem. It's always about solutions, my friend.
But it doesn't say how long to cook. It just says stir for 2 minutes.
It says cook until tender, buddy.
Oh yeah.
That means you cook it until it gets tender.
I don't even know what tender means.
Well, it's an app you can download on a phone.
Oh, wow. I love it here.
You don't need to worry about it for a long time.
Happy Turkey Day, everyone.
Turkey, turkey, turkey.
Levy, don't you do your embarrassing dance on
Back
camera.
up, back 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 up.
I'm not gonna put our butter in the
OMG, no. Why, Ryan? Ryan, no.
butter.
No, not that kind.
Butter.
Ryan, no.
Okay, here we go. Some of this is going to
Ryan,
go
no.
in.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Going
Ryan.
in.
I know, I'm fighting character.
It says do the dance. It says do the dance.
Hey, 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 not when I'm doing this.
A long time. Eli, stop reading chat.
Cha.
Probably a good tip.
Livy!
Back up.
Livy, don't
Guys.
push me into the camera.
Hey, calm down. You can't be in here if you can't be calm.
Hey, Eli. Hi, Eli. Hi. Eli Pig, please.
Okay.
We're scared. We're scary. Oh, wow. You're not
Throw
scary.
it to Eli, please.
Whoa.
I can throw some more of the squash in here. Everything's going to be a little overcrowded. There's no way to get
Too
around it
cute.
with this much.
Morning. Dinner.
There we go.
I'm still in the air. Chat is spooky. Hello.
All right, Eli, back off.
Eli pet.
Eli.
Aw.
Rules of being in the kitchen are doing as you're told, which means doing what I'm telling you,
Okay.
which is back away, please, because I need to get to the knife. Go over there.
Dad, why are you
Stay
looking
over
at me?
there until I say
I
it.
told them to roll it. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Guys.
Yeah, no one's listening to you.
All right, back up,
You
back
missed
up,
that
back
word.
up, back up.
Okay.
Stay back. Levy, stay back.
I'm back.
I'm cleaning my knives down just to keep things from getting overwhelming when it comes to straightening stuff up. Thank you, Air Proxy. Thank you, Shadow Silver. No, stay back.
I'm staying back. Levy's not. Levy.
Keep things moving
You
here.
are not.
Kind of wish I had like one of those big flat cook spaces. That would somehow make this work a little bit better, I think.
No.
Thank you, HFX Runner.
You're not going to care anymore.
Is that what they're called? A plancha? A griddle, yeah. Hey, not in the kitchen. There's too much stuff going on in here.
Levy, don't push me into the camera.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
You did. Likely will did.
I want Ryan's shirt.
I think I got it at Target, so
Shoes?
it could be yours if you want it.
My desk chair, like.
Oh, I forgot the Livy. Give me the apron. I forgot the apron.
I got here late. Did they play Pokemon in the morning like Eli insisted? Yeah, we did play Pokemon in the morning.
We sure did.
But Dad still hasn't beaten the grass gym battle yet.
No, I haven't. But I did get a bunch of Pokemon, and I found an area to level up where I have a type
Crunky.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, no. You don't have a type advantage.
I did, because I was beating up the, Livy, what were the blue things that had the lumps on their heads? Started with like a P, I think.
Go get your Pokemon book.
There
Hurry!
we go. I was beating up a lot of those.
Yeah, he was. He had type advantages because they're water type.
Yeah, and so my Thwacky was really beating him up. Donk.
Yeah, in one hit.
Yeah, Regileaf was taking him out.
And guess what? In the beginning of the show, do you remember that my dad tried to catch an Onyx, but he failed? Well, guess what? I catched two Onyxes today.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, actually, it was not easy. I found it in one of them were in the same place you were, and then I beat it up and caught it. Then after that, there's in a giant hole where there's a giant Onyx.
Wow.
And then I caught that one too. That's how I got two
It
Onyxes.
was in a giant hole?
It was in like the hole. It was in the Dimax hole.
Oh, okay, you fought it in Dynamax.
Yeah.
And we tried to go fishing, and I wanted a water Pokemon, but I accidentally killed it.
Yeah, because you had a type advantage.
I did. I didn't know it's pipe until we beat it up.
It was water.
Oh yeah, it was a water
Because it
ground.
came from the water.
That is, I mean, when you say it that way, it makes so much sense.
Good job, Eli.
Stop reading, Jack.
Okay.
Back away.
Can I just read one more?
You got the Pokemon book.
Eli is lying. Onyx is.
Okay, let's see.
People are saying that I'm lying because Onyx is a legendary.
And I think that's Skulls, and she's teasing.
Oh wow! I actually got 2 Onyxes.
See, that's why you shouldn't be watching chat, because you have trouble understanding when people are joking.
Nah, I'm okay with it.
All right, Eli. After I do this, what's the next step?
After you do this, okay.
Stay back. Yeah, that's it. It was a Palpitoad. Good job.
Palpitoad? Nice.
Yeah, that found some level
Oh, yeah,
26
Palpitoad.
Palpitoads right
Okay.
next to that first city.
Oh yeah. It says remove the season packet from the top and add the squash. Stir for 2 minutes. Stir for 2 minutes, Dad.
Well, we gotta. That's after this is down to a
Someone
Tinder.
said, Dad, someone's saying keeping mean.
Keeping mean. What?
Yeah, to me. It says keeping mean, Eli.
No.
I'm not mean.
Bambi said, "Keep being mean to Eli." Don't.
I'm
Baby,
not.
don't untie that, please.
I'm not. I'm nice.
You are nice. They weren't saying that you were being mean. They were saying that they were teasing you.
Okay, I'm okay with it.
Well, that's good job, bud.
I'm
You
okay
gotta
with
have a thick skin on the internet.
it. I'm okay
That's why
with
I
it.
shouldn't be exposing you to it, but I can't convince you to go elsewhere. So
I'm okay with it if people are teasing me.
actually, that person said Phoenix said, "Eli, you are amazing like your dad."
Hey.
That person said, "Eli, we love you. Don't listen to the mods."
Why is no one saying anything about me?
They've said lots of nice things about you too.
Eli and Livy are good beans.
All right, back.
I am not made of beans.
Livy, they're just telling you you're good.
Well, beans is. I'm
They're not saying that you're made of beans.
Livy, they're saying that we're awesome.
Yes.
but
Now does that make you feel better?
But they said I'm made of beans.
Really should just start doing half
It's an expression.
recipes of this, but
Expression.
it's hard to split up some of the elements like the
It's an expression.
one
You
bag
know.
of stovetop. Alright, we should be getting pretty close here. Let's taste one.
We love you, tiny Ryans.
He's not tiny.
Eli, Livy, can you get me a fork, please?
Go get a fork.
You still feel a little off.
A tall fork?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dad, it says you and Livy are a genius to let Ryan be on your stream. Actually, Ryan
Hey, you
let
do.
us be on his stream.
They
Ryan's
know.
nice.
Pikachu!
Oh, yeah.
Almost there. There's still a little.
Well,
That's the llama sound.
Pizza!
Oh,
It
so,
goes, oh.
someone's asking me what's my favorite Pokemon.
Thank you, Ben.
I think my favorite Pokemon is Grunky.
Really?
Yep.
Your favorite Pokemon is Grunky, the starter.
Yeah.
Not even Thwacky?
Oh no, but then he evolves into Flacky.
Oh, sorry.
And then
What is he after that?
after that he's a giant gorilla.
Watch out. Don't get too close to the camera.
Ah.
He becomes a
Giant gorilla?
named.
I don't know.
Thank you, Cherry Rosewood. Rillaboom.
Oh yeah, well, okay. But he has
And what is the name of your rival?
Hop,
Hop. Right.
my rival. But he's also my friend.
Yes.
Cause Team Yell was there and then Hop battled with me.
Thank you, Demoser.
Cause Team
And
Yell
Nighthawk.
Daddy, Team Yell was here and then Hop battled with
I
me.
remember.
Hop battled with me.
I fought him too.
Yeah, I know. Hop's. I'm the next Pokemon master.
You're the next Pokemon master.
Cause I always defeat Hop.
Yeah. Hop talks a really good game, but he's got to work on his actual delivery.
Yeah. I always beat him, never lose.
Crispy.
Be like Leon, get a sick cape. I can't get a sick cape in the game.
Why not?
I don't know. But I just can't do it. But I wish I could.
All right.
Yep.
Let's see. I mean, we could start other things, but honestly, we're just gonna kind of one and done each one of these. Work our way, take it easy, mellow. I'm not gonna try over kitchen this stuff. Like I could start peeling the potatoes for the mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potato.
You guys like mashed potatoes, right?
Yep.
Mashed potatoes.
I like mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
I wish I could, Daddy. I wish I could get a sick cape in the game. Maybe I can.
I'm sure eventually you'll be able to get one.
Okay,
Charizard!
I'll look it up if I can get a sick cape. Okay.
I bet they know.
Hey, wait. Charizard is Leon's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're looking at
Yeah, it is Pokemon that I saw.
And-
Daddy, guess what? In the show, like I mean, no, like
Thank you, Super
when
Locker.
I was playing Charizard was sneaking up behind me. Like in one part, he was sneaking behind me.
He was sneaking behind you.
Your hand is on my pinky. And
Well, your hand is on my counter, which is where it shouldn't be.
it's our counter.
No, it's not.
Guys,
Yeah, because that's where I get food.
guys, you
You
should
expect me to have no food?
hang on, guys, if you play the game Sword and Shield, if you're just starting it, get Grunky. He's
Grookey.
Grunky.
Grookey, not Gronky.
Grunky is powerful. I promise you, he'll do you good at the water gym. Actually.
Gronky's a football player.
But Grunky is good at the water gym actually, and you guys oh wait,
But
what's the
Sobble
bear's-
would be good at the fire gym.
But wait, Dad.
Huh.
But then,
You can tell when these are getting close to done because they start changing color in the center. That
Daddy.
is ready.
Daddy.
Yes.
Wait, what's the bird's name
Okay, I think we're there.
that you have? What's the bird's name? Not
Pie
the-
dove.
No, the other one.
Rookity?
Oh yeah, and guys get Rookity because his evolved form wins at the grass gym. Trust me, I beat the grass gym.
Alright, I'm going to combine everything into one big pot.
Pot.
I'm a picky pot.
Problem with using a recipe from a restaurant is that it tends to make a large quantity. Alright, we're now just looking for that liquid to start developing. I have to add some. Not sweating out nearly as much as I would have liked.
I'm a cat. I'm a kitty.
Daddy, I think Grunky would be good because he evolves into someone. Because he evolves into Flacky and he is actually really good at most Pokemon.
So far, Thwacky seems to be pretty useful, yeah.
Yeah, he is actually. And guess what? My Flacky's at level 33.
Okay, I'm gonna need.
Dad,
Shoot, sorry.
last time you said tomorrow I could walk the dog.
I didn't even get a chance to walk the dog.
Me neither.
Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Yeah, see, we've got a lot of liquid in the bottom here, but it'll kind of keep sweating down as it goes. So let's just go ahead and do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you, Super Log On.
He's making everything. You're gonna be the champion, Eli. Yeah, maybe.
All right. So the instructions used to say, put the seasoning packet in and then put the crumbs in, but they just combined the seasoning and the crumbs. So this is where, if you're wondering why we hadn't put any salt or pepper or anything, this stuff is actually pretty heavily seasoned already. So we'll adjust seasoning as we go, but all the seasoning is
Why
right
someone
there.
screaming? Why are you guys screaming? Oh, that's a whiny baby.
Back up. You're getting next to the camera again.
But that's a whiny baby.
That's not a whiny baby. That was like a screaming something.
Pinterest is the chat to get all the Haywood family members' capes. Happy walk. I want stuffing.
We're going to get to stuffing later.
I haven't eaten today.
Me either.
No, oh dear, Bamba.
Bambi. Like the
This
deer.
stream has been live for 38 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yeah, you're reading chat again.
Aww.
Oh.
Someone's saying, where's the turkey?
Thank you, Steven. Oh, it's over there.
What?
I'm not going to cook the turkey until
there's
tomorrow.
turkey.
No, turkey.
Spicy Island turkey.
No, that's
kit.
the brine kit,
I'm hungry.
which I've never tried before.
I'm hungry.
Of course you are.
Can I have a snack?
What would you like?
But they can't have ovens.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook the turkey tomorrow because I'm not having Thanksgiving until tomorrow. Laurie's at work today.
Why not?
So I'm gonna get up.
tomorrow?
I'm gonna brine the turkey tonight, and I'll get up and cook the turkey in the morning, so it's all hot and fresh. All the sides. That's one of the wonderful things about Thanksgiving is most of the sides you can make it a day ahead, and they are as good, if not better, the next day.
Dad, someone says I'm adorable because I love chat. Because I love chat.
Okay. So you just give them some time to kind of sit there, they'll the flavors will just incorporate more. So cooking the sides of the day before, whatever you throw them, get them in a casserole dish,
How old is
throw
Eli?
them in the oven to warm up
I'm
again.
6!
And I'm 8. They asked how old we are. Eli, what are you looking at?
Eli, you're looking at the chat. Eli,
But Dad,
Eli.
look now for a snack.
Aww. Okay. Can I just raise one more, please?
Get me the cheese grater out of there, Eli.
Cheese grater?
Cheese grater.
On it.
I thought I was being.
You got the last 2 things. Let Eli get something. All right, we
Cheese
need
grater.
1 cup of cheddar cheese. That looks like that would make for a cup.
Cheese grater.
Thank you, sir. Actually, we tend to go cheese heavy. This is some Tillamook sharp cheddar. Thank you, maniacal queen. Eli,
Okay, I'll stop.
you're about to get sent out of the kitchen.
Okay.
If we can't behave, we can't stay.
I'm not even doing anything. You're talking to me that I'm being bad?
Someone says chat is dirty. Eli, don't read us.
Yes, that is correct.
What?
Aww.
Well, it's not for kids.
Oh. But I'm not. Oh, yeah, I guess I am a kid.
Did you just forget you were a child?
Yep.
How?
I don't know.
Do you want some cheese?
Cheese.
Eli, back away.
Cheese.
I'm gonna turn the chat window off if you can't back away from it.
Cheese.
All right, that's significantly more than a cup. But you want a pinch of cheese?
Okay.
All right, open up like a
I
baby
tried
bird.
some.
Got,
I tried.
got. There you go.
Can I try what,
Yeah.
one piece? 'Cause
Sure.
I haven't tried
It's
it.
one
Yum.
little piece. You're not gonna taste much, but.
Yum.
Mm.
I don't like it.
Okay.
It's good.
But I ate the whole thing.
Good job.
It's good.
It is good. Hey. Let me get it in here first. Livy, I don't suppose you know what sour cream looks like.
What?
I know what sour grapes look like.
I know what sour cream looks like.
Sour grapes look like green grapes.
And it's sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually good.
What can I have first?
Cheese.
What would you like?
What's
Stop it!
open?
You want to get a cereal bar?
Cheese thief.
Sure.
You are a cheese thief. I don't blame you. Cheese is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone called me a cheese thief, and I'm okay with that.
I figured you would be.
The cheese is actually really good.
Okay. I know it's really good. Fuck. Bake 350. Start. So I could just leave this for tomorrow and not bother baking it, but the cheese will melt and incorporate better if I go ahead and do it now, and then just reheat it tomorrow. Good. I like it.
Good
Now,
cheese.
Eli, do you know what a casserole dish is?
It's casserole in a dish.
No, I need the dish to put a casserole in.
Yep.
Do you know where it is?
Mhm.
Can you get me a big one? I may have to help you because I think it's on the bottom. Oh. That's good cheese.
I know. Found it.
Livy, you may have to help your brother.
Okay. It looks like a long thing that looks like a rectangle.
Yes. We want one of the long glass, or they look like glass, but they're not glass. Not that stuff. Okay, I usually don't like sour cream at all. This is one of the few situations where I'm okay with it.
Oh, is it this?
Yes.
Okay.
I found it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to help you guys with that. Take them out. Take things out one at a time, just to get to the thing, and put them up on the counter. Whoop! Got the camera, please. There you go. That's the way to do it. To make it less sour creamy, though, I'm only using light sour cream instead of, and double the amount of cheese. Ah, yes.
Help us, please.
You need help?
Yes. I don't.
You are the help, Liv.
Yeah, help.
Ooh, careful. Just take one thing at a time.
Why are we making it? Get it.
Good if you were going for a healthier option, just replace sour cream with Greek yogurt,
Get it out.
plain Greek yogurt. That would actually take the place of the sour cream and giving it kind of like a creaminess.
I'll just unpack all this.
You guys are loud, man.
Sorry.
Let me see. Is that 2 quart? This is a 3 quart, but that'll work.
Shoot.
I don't even know if that's big enough, to be honest.
Because I am tired.
Oh, you're tired. Was that it? That's all the juice you had?
No.
Back off, Eli.
There is a medium one as that one. It's the same one.
Same size.
I can't. Oh, there we go. Because the cabinet wasn't. I'm so hungry.
That's okay. You haven't had any food. What do you want?
A peanut butter.
You say a cereal bar and you want another one? Give me just a hot second to get this in a pan and I will cut you up some fruit.
Yay, fruit.
Okay?
I want strawberries.
I got strawberries.
I want strawberries too.
I got blueberries. I got strawberries. I got grapes.
grapes.
There's a bag of grapes in there, Eli, that are already washed. You want to grab them? The ones that were supposed to be your snack that didn't make it in your backpack.
Oh.
Right there.
Oh, there.
Grapes. There's more in the bag, so if you want.
There are more in the bag. Okay. Casserole dish. Give it a little rewash there. I don't think.
Grapes are yummy.
Trying to look at this. It might work. Best part about casseroles is they're pretty much done. Like they're food now.
Guys, grapes are yummy.
You should try them and then splash them everywhere.
That needs salt.
So
you can actually test it before it goes in.
Your shirt smells good.
Thanks.
It always does, because I sniff your shirt all the time.
I am aware.
Sour cream.
Yeah. Do you like sour cream?
No, it's sour.
So, Dad, someone told me to try grapes with cheddar.
Grapes with cheddar. I mean, apples with cheddar go well. I don't know how grapes with cheddar would really.
I think they made apples with cheddar.
I do have apples. I need to refill my salt.
Salt. I'm a salty salt.
Would you take that over to the trash can? The bag goes in the trash, the box goes in the recycle. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
I got it. Dump.
Whoa, careful, don't run over to here.
I'm human.
I'm reloading my salt here.
Salt. I'm salty.
Do the salt thing. There we go. I think I might actually put more cheese in this. As ludicrously over cheesed as it already
That
is.
didn't work.
Granted, some of it just hasn't incorporated yet, so, but I like cheese. And yes, I'm just eating off the spoon like a monster, but it's fine. Mmm.
I'm good.
That was the right amount of salt. We're good. You can do it on the board just so one, Eli can steal some more cheese, and two, we can see exactly how much is going in.
Someone said you are a cheese thief, and I'm okay.
You are. Hey. Wait until I'm done grating it before you start stealing it.
It's good.
About an hour in, I've almost completed one dish.
What? Can someone please tell me how much time my dad's been streaming?
About an hour, I just told you.
Oh.
It started about 3 o'clock.
Oh. Yeah, you did.
50 minutes and 24 seconds.
Thanks.
Started slightly late because the stream key wasn't correct. Here. Cheese.
Thanks.
Toast. Tink.
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
You could swallow all that cheese.
All right. Vivi, recycle bin, please.
Recycle.
Thank you. Well, it's plastic.
The plastic, okay. No, we have to
Oh! No, come back.
Whee! Ow! You can't hold on to. Just go on, please.
Then the next real option here is, do I put breadcrumbs on top or not? This one actually doesn't call for it, so I'm not going to do it. Yeah, we done.
Something?
Mm.
Dad, Libby's calling.
No.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Oh, that's good.
Wait, toast?
No. You like doing try bet?
Sure.
Try what? It smells.
What smells like fire?
It's probably burning.
None of this is burning. You guys didn't start a fire when I wasn't looking, did you?
I'll check.
All right, here you go, Eli.
It's hot.
No, it's not hot.
Something smells like fire.
Something does smell like something's burning.
Is it gonna? Are we gonna have a fire in our entire house?
What do you think, bud? No.
Oh, I think
Not
it's,
for you.
I think
That's
it's just toasty.
I'll check for fires.
That's good. Yes, please. Oh, something going on in the oven? Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Daddy burned it. Red?
Yeah. Maybe a little over toasted. That's all right.
Can
Yeah.
we have a piece of red?
I don't think you want it.
It burned. Your daddy burned it.
So, this was to go for the stuffing. We'll still be okay, to be honest. Could you get me a plate, please?
I
Just trim off the burned pot.
Oh wow.
I was.
Can I try a piece after you trim off
Plate,
the
please.
burning?
No,
Look
this is for the stuffing.
Oh, can I try a piece to
will.
see
Can
if it's
someone
good?
lift me up?
Eli, never mind. Let me just get it.
Dad,
Can I put it
Dad,
in?
can I
I
try?
knew I smelled something.
Can I try a
No.
piece after you cut?
No.
Cut off.
No.
It's burned.
Eli, if you make me say no one more time.
I want to feel the burn top.
All right, there we go. So I put that
It is burned.
in the oven to dry out a bit, so I can chop it up for the stuffing later.
But Dad burned
It's-
it.
No, it's still fine. I mean, the only part that's burned is right there on the top. Stop! You're about to get sent out of the kitchen.
Can we just please
I
try a
wanna-
piece?
No,
Aw,
What about on the bottom?
Eli, out.
no.
You can't obey the directions. You can't stay.
Okay.
So out.
Yeah,
Aw, just one more chance.
What's the rule?
Not to touch.
The main rule.
Oh, not to touch. Step back and not
The
touch.
main rule.
I don't know. Get out of Daddy's zone.
Do what you're told.
Oh, okay.
This can be unsafe if you're not listening.
Okay.
Back over there.
I hear it.
You hear it.
I
Like,
hear it
it
making pop
making
noises.
It doesn't have a good
It's
crack
making
to it.
pop noises.
But thankfully, most of the loaf is
Okay.
unharmed.
on the
So
bottom it's kind of good.
get the top crust off, and we're good to go. On
Daddy,
that.
all you need to do is just cut off the top and then boom.
I know.
Bingo.
I
Yummy
know.
bread.
Wait, you can eat the bottom part because some of it on the sides are kind of burned on the red part.
Wait, hang on. Is that the piece that you gave Livy? Is this the bread that you gave Livy?
Yeah.
Oh, I want some.
You had a. Oh goodness! Thank you, Riverwalker. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Lady Freya.
Did someone just get eaten by a zombie? It's the zombie apocalypse.
Even if you don't like squash, you may like this because it's just
Zombies are not real.
cheesy,
Daddy, I mostly liked it until
herby
Daddy,
goodness.
Daddy, I mostly like it until I tasted the squash. But I mostly like it.
You mostly like it.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Here, you want another pinch of cheese?
Ah.
There you go.
Can I have some?
Yes. You want a pinch of cheese?
I thought you said you
All right,
don't
look
like
up.
it.
Look up.
Never mind.
Uh-huh.
I just tricked you.
You did. Okay.
Let me check scores again.
So Eli,
Yeah.
I get a point.
I'm going to hold this over the casserole dish.
Yep.
Most of it will come out on its own,
Okay.
but if it doesn't, you can use this spoon to help.
Okay.
But wait.
Daddy,
Yes.
I'm doing nothing and you guys doing more.
You two always think the grass is greener on the other side. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep the spoon over the thing. Thank you. But you know what? The grass isn't greener on the other side of the fence.
What does that
The
mean?
grass is the same.
What-
Except
what-
at our house where our grass is mostly dead.
Wait.
Can
What
I
does that
get
mean?
strawberry now?
Hold on just a second. You always go from being, no, I don't want food to I'm starving. Like, with no transition phase.
Well, that's how my life goes.
That's how your life goes.
Uh-huh.
No transition phases. You're just one thing to another.
Something smells good.
It's a squash casserole.
No, it's the bread.
The burnt up bread smells good.
Can
I can't stop eating
Can
it.
I have some
Oh.
of the old pickles, like pickles in the fridge?
You want a pickle?
Not the sweet pickles. Not the sweet pickle. I want the normal pickle. Are those,
Eli.
I'm
are those the sweet
fanning
No.
it. I'm fanning it.
Thank
Can
you.
you make me a bowl?
Daddy,
You want
I'm
a
fanning
bowl of
it.
pickles?
Wait, is that the sweet kind?
No.
I have one.
Okay. Boy, everyone wants pickles all of a sudden.
They're good.
Pickles are healthy.
Not really.
Why?
I mean, you could eat worse things. Eli?
Yeah.
Don't read the chat.
Okay.
Well, pickles are kind of good.
Eli?
Hi. I'm just saying hi.
Okay. There.
That's small. It dripped on me. Like a drippy drip.
There. You've got plenty of pickles now.
Is that pepper?
No.
It has a stem.
Pickles have stems.
Should I eat it?
You can eat the stem. I usually just bite it off, but. Alright. We successfully made one thing. Hooray.
Yay! You need to make a bunch of other things.
Thanks for reminding me. Nom nom nom. Oh, thank you, Lucky. And thank you. Oops. It's gone. Ruth
Who's Ruth?
and Riverwalker.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. What should we make next? We got mashed potato or stuffing.
Pumpkin bread. I mean, no. Pumpkin.
Mashed potato.
Banana bread. Banana bread.
Well, I don't have bananas.
Mashed potato. Yes, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Not, you gotta have older bananas. To make banana bread. Not green bananas. I guess you could make a green banana.
Pumpkin bread.
I'm gonna try and make a chocolate pie here in just a hot second.
Oh, your pie.
Chocolate pie?
Well, I'm gonna see if the internet can make me make a pie. So, I'm dubious as to how
I'm
this
ready
will work.
for the pie. Wait, could someone please tell me how much time we've been streaming?
Eli, stop.
Sorry.
Go.
What?
Go.
Where?
Away.
What?
You can't listen. You can't stay.
I'm just asking how much time we've been streaming.
You don't need to ask that every 5 minutes.
Okay.
You see that over there?
Yeah.
That's a clock.
What? Oh, yeah. 4:02. More than 1 hour.
And that started at what time?
3 o'clock. So then you've been streaming for 1 hour and 2 minutes.
There you go. Do some math.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a clock there.
Do the work. Don't ask them to do it.
Okay, sorry. We've been here for 1 hour. Oh, I'll be here for
Not
3
sure.
minutes.
I can see how you would learn the lesson to just
Why are you
ask
guys
someone else.
using guns? I just heard
Hey, Janie.
I just heard boom cha-ching.
Yes, that's just a sound when certain cheer noises get used.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Alright. Well, I'm just clearing down. Give me some space, please. I have to move children every time get out of the way. How did that go?
Where are we going to put the squash casserole?
It's about to go in the oven
Oh, what? Where are you putting the squash casserole in the oven?
to melt it all together into one cohesive thing.
Oh, don't burn it like this bread.
I'm not going to burn it like that bread. Which I do acknowledge I burned.
What is that?
Thank you, Camel, for lunch.
What
and
is that?
Pharisee.
What is that? With camel for lunch?
No.
Sounds yummy.
Alright, let's see.
What do we have and not have?
We're done with that. That's half an hour into it, right?
So, how do we make a pie? A chocolate chip pie?
I don't know how to make a chocolate pie. That's up to the internet.
We made pie. We made a normal pie but with chocolate chips in them.
What?
We made normal pie but with chocolate chips in them.
Let's see if this is going to be still pretty soft in the middle,
Do
unfortunately.
you know how to make pie?
No, I don't know how to make pie. Do you know how to make pie?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How?
You just make pie.
That answers nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, the magic. Tell
Oh, it's
Rocky.
magic.
Can we
just
try
magic.
bread now, please?
It's burnt.
Can we try this slice? It's not burnt.
Eli, I need this to make stuff.
Oh man.
You've got so much stuff you could eat. Here, you can have that in.
Yay.
Can I have one?
You had one earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I think this one's better burnt.
That part's not really burnt.
Oh, okay. That's better cooked.
I can I have a few more pickles after.
You already had so many pickles.
I like pickles.
You are a pickle.
I'm a pickle monster.
You are a pickle monster.
Can I just eat some out of the jar, please?
I will get you something else in just a second.
Yeah. I can almost do the
Oh.
split.
Um,
No, yeah, Dad, you ate some earlier. So you think I should have?
that is actually pretty good toasted.
Well, I want to have some.
Yeah.
Cause you had some earlier and now you're gonna eat it. Can I have one piece? You had one earlier. Don't you?
But then she has two and I have one.
It's burnt on this side over there.
No, she has two and I have one.
There's just so many rules.
Could I just have one more? Oh, yeah.
No. That's 2 and 2. Now, take your spoils and go. Maybe your Pokemon book's kind of in the danger zone here. There is no winning in parenting. That's not how parenting works. So I'm just kind of chunking these up for dressing. Actually, the burnt up bit, this one wasn't so bad. The other one I probably am going to trim off the burnt a bit. This one's got just kind of a nice caramelization on it. Big chunks of breading. That's what you call it when you burn something. You call it caramelized. No running around the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay and okay.
All right. Libby, away. I'm using a knife. There we go. Just making some little bread nuggets. Bread's one of my cardinal weaknesses as a human. I could eat bread and nothing else for most of my life and have been happy.
I think it's better burnt.
So many kinds of bread.
Dad, I think it's better burnt.
It's really, that's more of toasted rather than burnt.
Oh, okay.
That one's burnt. If you want to try a bit of the burn, you can. You're not gonna like it.
Oh no.
You were warned. There we go. A pile of, I don't even know if I need any more. I just got two. It's kind of like a safety net.
Let's go and try and find your horse.
Whoa. Or do I just scrape it off? That's a noise.
Alcapoof, OJ's here.
Alcapoof?
I wouldn't cut that.
There.
You're like a Dymax Pokemon.
How am I like a Dymax Pokemon? Back?
Because you're
No.
ripping a giant
We
bread.
do not put our hands over near the cutting board. Ever.
That looks yummy. That looks yummy.
Yeah, hold on to the horse.
That looks yummy.
Yeah, you said
How about that part?
no.
The
No.
inside's still good.
I don't know. Come on.
I'm trying.
Go for it.
I can. Oh. Hey!
Back up.
Hog it, Hogger.
Back up.
I didn't taste it.
What are you making these noises for?
Because it's good.
Okay.
It tastes
That's
not.
fair.
It doesn't feel or taste like cotton candy.
Okay. Why is that a stipulation for bread?
Yeah, cotton.
Most things don't feel or taste like cotton candy.
Your shirt does.
Tastes like cotton candy.
No, it feels like cotton candy.
Ah.
You know, I eat your shirt sometimes.
What?
You cry on your shirt, not eat it.
Remember
Okay.
when I buy your shirt sometimes?
Yes, I remember you biting my shirt.
It tastes like cotton candy.
No, it didn't.
It tastes weak. It tastes like cotton.
Actually, it tastes like
Okay.
candy.
It sounds good.
I think you guys have pretty much cleaned it out.
Every.
Just one more.
Okay. Livy, would you take that to the trash, please?
No.
All right.
Hi.
Let's figure out how to make dressing.
Okay. Wait.
What?
All we need to do is add pie. All we need to do is make pie, but add chocolate chips in it. How hard could that be?
That's not dressing.
I thought we
Or
were
stuffing, as it's sometimes known.
I thought we're making chocolate pie.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh. Okay. Now we've been streaming.
Classic, traditional
We've been
Thanksgiving
streaming
stuff.
for
There we
1
go.
hour and 11 minutes.
Stuffing versus dressing. Apparently, there is like a distinction between the two.
Yep.
Stop it. Knife. Stay back.
Oh.
You
Eli know as he cheated for the knife.
He said he'll give me
In
more
the 5
pickles
second,
later.
Ryan has his back turned. His boy reaches for the knife.
Okay.
Dad,
Boom. Dad reflects. Good save.
Dada.
Eli, no.
Dada,
Yes. Livy.
you said I could have the
Eli
jar.
is reading the chat.
Have the what?
Jar
The jar.
of pickles.
It says Eli.
I'm not gonna eat all.
Daddy, it says Eli's reading the chat of
I know.
LOLL.
Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
Oh, that's half an hour. Wait, Dad.
Correct.
How about while that's cooking, we'll start making our pie.
The pie's going to be a whole thing.
Eli's soon to himself XG.
Take that to the sink, please.
On it.
Thank you.
Dada.
Yes.
So
Soul.
Hi.
can I have
Chat is
pickles.
attention on Eli.
No more pickles.
why? You said you
XD
would let me.
dad slap. More
said
cooking
you
with
let me.
Ryan. Eli, stop reading chat. Eli, you gotta stop.
I'm not gonna get
Fine,
all.
stop.
Yes, Eli, stop reading the chat.
I'm just gonna
Eli?
Yeah?
Let me show you your new accommodations.
What?
There it is.
No.
You can't obey the rules. You can't be in the room. How about some blueberries, kids?
Okay.
These are
Wait,
stupid.
Eli getting out? Because Eli's in.
Eli's got a 5-minute timeout from the stream.
Wait, why is he not out then?
He's gonna be out.
What?
Both of you are going to go take these blueberries and have them somewhere else.
So you're kicking us out
Yeah. I think I made that apparent.
for the whole stream?
No, I said you have a 5-minute timeout to see if you can learn something.
Oh, I did already.
No, you
I'm
didn't.
just sitting
Yeah, I
here.
have to listen to
I'm just
what
sitting
Dad
here
says.
doing nothing.
There you go.
Yeah, see, I already learned.
Take this plate
I'm just sitting here doing nothing.
and go somewhere else with it.
I haven't even learned my lesson.
Well, that's why you're leaving. Take, go.
Can you set Alexa for 5 minutes?
No, go.
What? But then how do you know?
Go.
But then how did you know when we can come out?
I must be psychic.
Fine, but please, I really want to help out with the stream.
Libby, go have the blueberries. I thought you wanted blueberries.
But I have been doing nothing in here. Just watching and helping.
No, you've helped a lot. You got me bowls, you threw things away, you've done great. Now, if you want some blueberries, because you said you were hungry,
But you're kicking me out.
no, I just sent the blueberries. I'm not kicking you out. I sent the blueberries over there. If you want to eat the blueberries, you go eat the blueberries. But if you don't eat the blueberries, you could not eat the blueberries, and you can stay here, but you have to stop telling me that you're hungry.
But,
Which way will it go?
so, are you going to do the rest of the stream for 5 minutes without us? Or are you just going to sit there and eat that bread?
No, I'm going to work on something else, but it's going to be a little while. You're not going to miss much if you go eat some blueberries, I promise. Okay? I hear Eli watching TV upstairs.
Can you, film it so we can see?
Absolutely. This will all be saved and you can see later if you want to.
Okay, do you promise?
That wasn't a normal handshake, but deal.
Okay. I can't wait to see it!
Enjoy the blueberries. Don't let the dogs get them. They'll be back. Okay. So, dressing. Yeah, we'll see how long that really holds them. Alright. Regular cold, preheat oven to 350. Already there. And large skillet. Add 3/4 of a cup, 1/2 stick butter, and heat over medium-high heat till melted. Add onions, celery, and cook until vegetables have softened. About 10 minutes. Darn. All right. Thank you, Aeroproxy. I feel like I try, and it makes so much sense, and it just doesn't come together sometimes. Thank you, Typo. Thank you, Gergos Rar. Okay. Parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, salt, and pepper. 1 1/4 cups chicken broth. Note about salt. Saltiness level is small bowl mixing 1 1/4 cups, 2 eggs, whisk for a mixture of red, toss all combined, mixture, and prepare a baking dish. Okay. And then you dot more of it over the top. Okay, well, thyme has not been available in my area. Haha, take that how you will. For quite a long time. But I do have sage and rosemary, thankfully. This stuff, rosemary grows everywhere. It's the outside of my grocery store has rows and rows of rosemary bushes, which is pretty crazy considering they sell it indoors. Thank you, Glaciers. Thank you, Chibi. Happy Thanksgiving. That being said, I still buy it because I assume horrible things could happen to the outdoors version. I guess I can turn off the stove cam for a second. No, I will not put cilantro in it because that is the devil's weed. Okay. So, large skillet. I need celery and onion. How much celery and how much onion? I've got a pound of old French bread, toasted. 1 extra large sweet Vidalia or yellow onion. You crazy Asian. Will I make chocolate armor for Gavin? Does he? He's already got chocolate armor. Oh, you mean like in real life? Okay. Once again, I'm going to do... No, this time I'll do a better job of actually dicing it. Squash casserole, it sort of breaks down and disappears anyway. Okay. Get all this nonsense off. My trash gnome is gone. I carry things myself. What a kind of world am I living in? Excuse me, Emma. You can't eat this or you'll die. Not that you wouldn't try. Okay. Alexa, how much time's left? Not you.
22 minutes left.
22 minutes. So, I get the doing the slashes down thing for the dicing of an onion. That part makes sense to me. The cutting across the middle part seems like it always just makes the onion fly apart. I can't hold it together well enough to get far into it before the thing starts just shredding. But I do it anyway because that's how it's supposed to be done. One of Eli's favorite vegetables for some reason is celery. Thank you, Emmy Duck. Alright, so while I'm working on this, let's talk about this making a chocolate pie. What I have the recipe for, what I have the ingredients for, I noticed there was a pretty strong divide in types of chocolate pies. But the middle first. I was doing the middle first on that last one that I diced, and I feel like the top first actually worked better. But I'll try it again. So, the various forms of a chocolate pie that seem to take place, or seem to be commonly recipeed, most of them seem to start with cocoa powder, if we're just talking about what the chocolate application is. I think part of it is I just need a sharper knife. Like, mine does not glide effortlessly through. But yeah, most of them start with, as a chocolate base, the evaporated milk and better wet cloth under the cutting board. Nah, we're good. Evaporated milk and cocoa powder. Now, that's what I've got. I also have these 60% cacao bittersweet chocolate chips, and I've got quite a bit of semi-sweet chips. The way this is going to work is I'm going to let the chat start for 4... Barbaric? How's it barbaric? I'm going to let the chat start a command. And once the command... You got to be careful about the wording, because I'm going to obey the wording as it is written. Once the command has taken up a majority of the screen, meaning there's a consensus reached, essentially, on wording, then that is the command that I will do. So if it's like, get flour. Once I see get flour is most of the... items in chat, then I will get flour. That is how we're going to try and work this. Oh yeah, it's going to be a hot mess almost instantly. But it's an experiment, so when it goes wrong, we'll just stop. Alright, I'm getting this pot real quick. I apologize. I feel like I should have had like several side games of Jackbox going on at the same time. to fill in any of the spots when I'm busy. Of course, the kids were kind of doing that for a while. See right there, almost done. The big pot. Big pots are great for just about everything. So much room in them. I may actually use this to brine the turkey. I think that's what I used last year. Whenever I'm cooking, by choice, what I would always do is immediately pet dog. Oh, I see. See? But the thank you, miss. See, but all the commands are non-uniform. I do see a lot of pet dogs. You've got to work together and make it so that all of the commands are the same. I'm seeing pet dog, I'm seeing pet doggo, pet sog, pet Emma. I also didn't say I had started yet. You've got a lot of variation there. All right, now everyone's pet dog. So see, command pet dog has been entered. No dog found. Hooray.
Can I come down now?
Yes.
Yeah, booyah.
If you can agree
Yep.
to obey the rules.
Okay.
You want a piece of celery?
Okay. I like celery.
I know you do. That's why I'm offering it to you. Pet son.
What?
Would you throw this away for me, please?
Sure. Well, wait, what did you say?
That's someone in the chat or asked or tried to initiate the command to pet son. That's you.
Oh, okay.
Your son. Should I pet you?
No.
Pet, pet, pet. This is a better knife for this purpose. What were you guys watching up there?
Wild and Larry.
Veggie Tales.
Yeah.
You want some celery? I asked you that already.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I said yeah.
Oh, hold on. I'll get you your own stock.
My own stock. I like celery. I wonder if hey, do you guys like celery?
I didn't forget you. He came down on his own.
Someone's saying
Where's the blueberries? Wow, you guys destroyed those. That's like $8 worth of blueberries.
I'm still hungry. Just kidding.
you don't like celery.
I tricked you again.
No.
Well, you got me. All right, you gotta
Did
stay
you
back.
film it?
Oh yeah, I have my own stuff.
Did you film it?
Stuff.
Hold on, let me watch it.
Can I try a little bit?
Yeah. There you go, Eli.
Celery?
Roll on.
Dripping.
That's fine, just water.
It dripped on my sock.
That's fine. It'll dry.
Yeah, okay. Yum.
All right, keep your fingers back.
Right there. What is that?
That's rosemary.
Do you roast them until they grow?
What?
Do they grow?
Do they grow? I mean, it's a plant, so yeah.
But how do
Back.
how are they out?
What do you mean?
How are they like inside there? Did you pick
Oh, did it
them?
grow inside the plastic? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
No, it didn't grow inside the plastic.
Then
Everybody's trying to get me to eat onion.
But did it grow on the ground?
They forgot there's no onion in pie.
Huh?
Nice try, chat. I didn't say we'd started yet.
What? onion and pie?
Well, if it's like a pot pie.
Oh wait, are you telling some? Are you looking on the menu to make pie? Chocolate pie? Can we taste the chocolate pie?
Well, we'll see what they. If it's edible, then sure.
Edible. I can get hurt. You like? Hold on to me.
Wow, this calls for a lot of butter. But hey, that's what the recipe says.
Hold on to me all the time. And hold on to me for the rest of the.
Whoa, what was that?
The cooking show.
You can have one more, but don't eat any more. I need to.
Can I try a piece?
Yeah, of course. Eli, you've had enough.
Just one more,
Stop.
please.
Hey, this is going back to that. You need to obey instructions.
I don't like it.
That's fine.
I ate.
Eli, stop holding your sister.
I ate the whole thing.
Good. All right, I'm gonna wait till this stuff is in the pot so I can start trimming up this. Eli, you want to wash this stuff? Oh, sorry, Livy.
What?
Oh. Because I can have
You guys work together.
Can I, wait, why? Can we get one piece?
Come here and hold it.
Can we go?
Livy, hold that, please.
Yes.
I need you to hold it.
Well, just put it in the colander.
Liv, I need you to hold this.
Here.
That.
Here, let go. Let go. There.
Okay,
Now rinse it, please.
wash it.
Okay.
You did the washing part.
Try not to get water out of there, okay? Thank you.
Wait, try not to get water where?
Just out of the sink. Don't spill it.
Okay.
Okay? Deal?
Deal.
Deal. All right. There's so much butter.
We're done.
Guess there's
No,
a
we're
lot of
not.
bread there.
Let's do a few more. Can you get super wet because some of it can't reach?
That's so
Okay,
much
hold on,
butter.
I got it.
Livy,
Okay,
now we're good.
Hold on, we're not to the Twitch Cooks part yet.
almost.
Wait, swish? Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Good, we're good.
Oh, all
Oh,
right, just leave it right there, please.
okay.
And here's some paper towels if you could get the water off the floor.
Okay,
Put it right there.
we're good.
Water off the floor.
We're
You let
good.
me help me?
All right, stay back from the knives.
Can you help me? What?
Look, Dad, it's in slow motion.
What?
Look, it's in slow motion. It's going the other way. Look, that bottom one's in slow motion.
You like keep
In slow motion.
Look, because look, it's going in that and then...
Oh,
and
it's
look.
not in slow motion. It's just it's behind the.
You like
It's about
Why?
15 seconds behind
Why?
because it has to go up to the server and then get shown.
It's 14 seconds behind.
All right. Well, there's the huge
I think it's some dripping.
Bring in... Okay,
amount of butter.
I'll get Emma because someone's saying bring Emma back. Emma, come here.
You read the chat again, which is specifically verboten in the rules.
I can tell him something. I can tell him something.
Well,
I got Emma.
yes, you do.
Someone asked for Emma to come back, so...
And how would you know that someone asked for Emma to come back?
Because he read it.
Sorry.
Didn't we just have to talk about this?
Yes. That's trying to make someone happy.
That's good of you, but you got to obey the rules too. So out of the daddy zone.
Forever?
No, you're just for now. You can't be in the daddy zone.
Okay, I'm not even...
However, what the chat is submitting a command for you to pet the dog.
Oh.
So Eli, Livy, pet the dog.
Pet the dog.
She likes to scratch in the chin.
Eli,
Yeah?
Okay. Emma, don't.
if I have to tell you not to read that again, you're going out permanently.
I hope Emma doesn't slip in the water.
Just don't even look.
Hey, Dad.
I'm looking.
Dada.
Well, you got all the water up, right?
Dada.
Yes.
I hope Emma doesn't slip in some of the slippery.
Well, she can't do that because she's not. You got it all up.
Okay.
Well, it's a little bit wet because you know stuff are a little bit wet when you
Okay,
just
let's
finish
see.
them.
Add onion, celery,
You
cook the
know,
veggies,
Dad?
salt, and just
Cake.
parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, salt, pepper, and 1 1/4 cups of chicken stock. Eli, get me the cup. Do you know what a 1 cup measure looks like?
Yep.
All right, get me one of those, please.
It's tiny.
No, it's one of those, the bigger ones. Yes, thank you.
And I really hope really often.
Yeah, you just did.
Yeah, but
I wonder if I should be worried. That one's already punctured.
Huh? Oh.
Maybe we'll come back to this one. All right, back up, out of my area.
Dada.
Yes.
So I have been doing a
Emma.
little bit.
Guys, Emma's leaving.
Emma.
Let me go get Emma. I'm not reading. I'm just telling him that
I never
Emma's
thought I'd have to be like discouraging my child to read. What a world that we're living in. Like, no, don't read, boy.
So then I'll never read a book again. Hooray!
Precisely what I'm talking about.
Now I don't have to do my reading homework.
You certainly
Yeah.
do.
Then you said not to read it ever again.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, I think I just twisted your words around.
Eli, why are you wiping down the counter with your shirt?
I don't know.
Please
But,
stop.
but I just twisted. Hey guys, I just twisted my dad's words around.
You sure did.
Emma's in.
Oh, hi, Emma.
Maybe I can just switch it to Spanish mode.
What?
Stay back. Stay back.
What
Stay
does
back.
Spanish mode
Stay
mean?
back.
What does Spanish mode
I
mean?
mean, put it in Spanish where you can't read it. Back.
Yeah, but then you can't
Back.
read it either.
I can read some Spanish.
We can't read all of it.
Neither can you.
Yeah, I know.
Back.
I'm just.
Eli.
looking- Oh yeah. Hi.
Well, stop twisting my ear or something.
Okay.
'Cause it.
Eli.
I'm just looking at
Back.
you. I'm
Back.
not in Daddy's zone.
Back.
No.
Back. Obey the rules or leave the room. I love you, and I just want you to stay safe, okay? That's the number one thing, is we're staying safe.
I'm looking 15 seconds behind.
That's, why do you think 15 seconds?
Cause.
Back.
Libby, he said back.
Both of
Back.
you.
You back.
No,
Guys, stop fighting.
Oh, you hurt Emma.
No, I didn't.
Find out.
I can see.
Back up then. Thank you, Hyper. If you've ever wondered what it's like to be a parent, this is it. I gotta be honest, I have a lot of respect for single parents out there. Because due to our work schedules, functionally, I end up being one a lot of the time. And it is a lot of work. So I have a lot of respect for you folks that do that 100% of the time. All right, those actually look pretty soft. Turn it down slightly. I think this is new parsley. Not through the kitchen. No.
I'm walking.
No. No.
I'm walking.
No.
Why do you not let me walk?
Because you're not going to walk to the kitchen. Make sure it's parsley. As soon as I let you walk through the kitchen, it's going to become a parade through the kitchen. You think I don't know you, but I do. Alright, parsley. Chop that up. But they are, let me not dissuade you completely. Once you're ready for them, they're awesome. Like, you see how much fun I have with them, too. I mean, the frustrations just lead to other times when you're having a lot of fun. Hey, no,
Okay.
no. Don't you read.
Did someone just start pen?
Don't you read.
I'm looking at you
Don't you read.
I'm not reading. I'm looking at you slow motion.
I feel like the Inquisition.
Shut.
Stop reading, child.
You stop reading, child.
Wait, he's red. You are red.
Red. A red.
Alright.
That's
Lots
something
of
on the
herbs.
top.
Which is something.
That is something on
Give me
All right, out.
Give me a force.
Out.
You want to go upstairs for a minute. Out. Please film.
Okay.
Can you film the rest?
Yes, I'm filming all of it. Don't worry. Okay. Onion, salt, pepper. How much salt and pepper? I'm way behind on this recipe already. Let's see. 1 teaspoon. About that much. And pepper. And lots of that. Parsley say don't have time. 1 1/4 cups of chicken broth. Does anyone actually go get a 1/4 cup, or you just eyeball it into a 1 cup? 1. That looks about like a 1/4. Actually, that looks more like a 1/3, but nah, who's counting? All right. It looks nice and herbaceous. Okay. Yeah, everybody just eyeballs it. That's the way to do. To a small bowl, add the remaining 1 1/4, 2 eggs, whisk combined, pour mixture over bread, and toss well to combine. Turn mixture out into prepared baking dish. Dice the remaining 1 butter. More butter? Okay, wait a minute. Add the parsley and toss well to combine. To a small bowl. I'm confused. Where does all of this go? I feel like I just chuck the bread in there and then bake it. I mean, that's got the rudiments of it. Smells good. Hard to go wrong with that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just butter and herbs. Eggs. Right. The binder agent. I'm just gonna. It's not what it's telling me to do, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and assume that all casseroles work about the same. Thank you, Next Gen. Stream and make RTNC a great parent, husband. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. I'm glad that that it comes off that way, because I'm in a weird position where occasionally I have to like actually discipline children on stream. And I'm always terrified of that because it's something that's not typically done publicly. But as a parent, there are times when you just got to be like firm and direct with your kids. But nowadays we're living in such a weird world where the wrong person sees you say something to your kid, they take it out of context, and all of a sudden they know better than you as a parent, and you are a bad person who's mistreating their kids. Like, Alexa, stop. That line can be crossed so quickly. Sorry about that grating noise. For people in public spaces where they don't understand what's going on and just decide that you're mistreating a kid. It's like, if all you knew about my relationship with Eli and Libby was when I'm, told them they needed to leave the kitchen immediately, you might think that I was, not inclusive and ignore them a lot, but it's not true. Like, I spend most of my time trying to keep them educated and happy. I'm guessing that it wants you to put this into a separate thing so that it doesn't scramble the eggs. So I'm going to put the 1.5 or 1.25 cups of additional broth in here, and I think that will keep it from getting too hot when I introduce it to that, which the heat is off over here. That way the eggs don't just cook and scramble immediately before they kind of mix together. That does seem like a lot of liquid, but then we do have a lot of bread, so. Alright. I should have kept the fork. Okay. So there's the egg broth mixture. I'm just going to go in with the bread chunks. That should also kind of help protect it. Thank you, Janine. It's true. It's the scary thing is though that now we live in an age now when people can not like so and so's a bad parent. Grumble, grumble, grumble. They can be calling Child Protective Services, and they can find ways to really intrude themselves upon your life much more aggressively than previously they could. So you always have to be very wary of not just, are you doing a good job? It's frustrating, but it's like, not only do you have to do a good job, but you have to make sure that you appear to be doing a good job, lest someone just decide, this cannot stand. I have to. The outrage culture that we kind of live in now, which some people have co-opted that statement to mean a lot of bad things. But let's be honest, there's a lot of people out there that are just looking to be mad at something all the time. And some of them are perfectly reasonable in being mad at things all the time. And some of them just want to watch stuff burn. So it's figuring out which one's which is the problem. All right. There we go. That's cooking down enough, maybe. Smells really good. Okay. Now we got eggs in, so. You know, one of the weird, amazing properties of eggs that I truly don't think is appreciated enough, that if you crack an egg into a bowl and you happen to mistakenly get a little bit of shell in, thank you, crazy Asian, the shell will almost always stick to the edge of the bowl when you're pouring out the mixture. It's perfect. It's just everything I want from an egg in life. They just take care of themselves. So don't fret those eggshells. They'll just stick to the side of the bowl when you pour it out. Oh. Okay. Problem is now I want to taste it, but it's got egg in it, which means I probably shouldn't. That's a big chunk. That's a big boy chunk. But it smells great. Honestly, the sad part is, right, so you just watched how long I spent making this thing. That smells almost exactly like the box of stovetop that I just put in the other thing. The people at Stovetop have really nailed it. Thank you, Lexington. Oh no. Well, I'm so sorry to hear about your grandmothers. I hope that they're doing better now. But yeah, so you can spend all the time you want making this, or you can get a box of stovetop and it'll probably taste about the same. Ain't that a kick in the teeth? Alright, let me clean up a little bit here. Okay. So, we've reached the time of the evening, the dreaded time, where I'm willing to give this a run for Twitch Makes Chocolate Pie. I'm going to clear my station down, and then it's in your hands. You and whatever deity happens to be watching over us tonight. Get this in the oven. I would recommend that we make a pie crust first so it can go in the fridge, because I did see one of the common requirements is that that gets refrigerated. Hey, Liv.
Is the pie ready?
I haven't even started. I know. I'm disappointed in me too.
Are you gonna do it today?
If make crust is the command, then I will make crust I will find a recipe and just make crust.
What? No pie?
You need crust to make pie.
Yeah, but you're just gonna make crust and not the pie part?
Hopefully I'm going to make everything.
Yay! Even turkey!
Well, I'm not gonna make the turkey tonight. We'll make the turkey tomorrow when Mommy's home. Okay. I need to put that in another casserole dish. What's up?
What's up, yo?
Let's go with that.
Nothing, yo. What are you doing? Watch out, there are knives there.
Nothing.
Wait, look. What is that?
This is called dressing or stuffing. I didn't actually read to find out what the difference between the two are.
Next, are you doing the pie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily get so excited about it yet.
What's good? Can we get a piece when you're done?
We'll see.
For helping?
I don't know that it's going to work out to be an actual pie.
I want to have that.
Oh, it's out of my hands now, boy.
Looks like you need my help.
No, I need the world's help.
Oh. I forgot what Leon poses like this. With a cape on him, but I don't have a cape.
You got a cape. It's upstairs.
Oh, yeah, but he poses like this.
What? Wait, hold on.
Okay.
At
The recipe then says to take this and put several pats of butter on top of it. I'm not going to do that.
Guys, if you play Pokemon Sword, Leon's embarrassing himself at
Cover
the
with
beginning.
foil. Eli, can you get the aluminum foil out of there, please?
On it.
Wow. I want you to cook this for 40 minutes covered, and then another 40 minutes uncovered. Thank you. That seems excessive, but hey.
It's foil. I'll look for anyone.
Ow. No, that's it. This is what I needed. You did good. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to look for any more that are open.
No. Probably should have greased that pan, but YOLO! Can you put that back in the drawer, please? Thank you.
It's kind of heavy.
Yeah, it's aluminum foil.
Oh. Does it have to be heavy?
So basically a block of metal in a thin sheet.
Someone's leaving.
Bye. You would only know that if you read the chat.
Sorry.
Why is this so hard, buddy?
Because I like reading chat.
I know, but sometimes there's adult stuff in the chat that's not meant for you.
Okay.
So stop looking.
Anything else?
Let's see. Right.
Yeah.
Now the pie. Wait, let me double check that I did that right and it's on the right temperature. 350. Okay, we're good.
350. It's at 350 degrees.
Alright, so that's good to go. I'm going to clear off this cutting board real quick. Back up. And then we're off to the races with whatever happens. That'll probably be the end of the stream too, because I gotta actually feed you guys dinner. Which may or may not be Chinese food, we'll see. Depends on how far into this daddy gets. Eli, what are you doing?
Something.
Eli,
I'm flossing in front of the show.
why? Okay. All right, internet.
Bye, internet.
No, I said all right, internet.
Yeet.
No. Do your worst.
My worst.
Nope, there's no playing. I'm just waiting to see what the internet wants me to do.
Internet, say
A
something.
pie?
Say something, internet.
Eli.
I can start it on the pie now.
Yep.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Good.
Depends on what the internet does.
People want pie. I'm gonna go get doggy.
No, I will. You like just for you.
I'm seeing a make crust, pie crust. Eat onion comes up a lot. That's a shame. No onions found. I just cooked them. Oh wait, eat onion. Okay.
We're bringing in Emma the dog. Emma.
Don't pick her up. Don't slap her.
And here's Emma, because I'm guessing you people want.
I ate an onion.
Why?
Ready for next command.
Okay, what? Okay, what's your next command?
I don't know. Right now it's all over the place.
Guys, can you please slow down?
That's true. We need to slow down a little bit.
Slow down,
Make
people.
crust, pie crust.
Stop.
Make crust. Eli,
Ow.
knock it off. That didn't hurt. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Head pat child, done. Make pie crust.
Wait, Dad.
Make pie crust, make 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 crust. Command accepted. Making crust. Really thought you guys would want to run this thing one at a time. But if you want me to look up how to make crust and then make the crust, I will look it up and make the crust. Make pie crust. To make the dough for pie crust, mix 2 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon salt, sugar, and medium-sized milk. I've seen better explanations from this. Perfect pie crust.
Look at my dance. Look.
Okay. Boy, they really need a pastry blender.
Pastry blender.
I would have thought it would be in here. Yeah, here it is. Fortunately, I have one. Getting a bowl. Okay. Butter, flour and salt. Flour, salt, Okay. Cold shortening and butter. How much butter? This didn't start with a list of ingredients, which is pretty normal or standard practice for if you're going to. This doesn't tell me at all how many. All butter pastry crust for sweet and savory pie. 2 1/2 cups all-purpose flour plus extra for rolling 1 cup. 2 sticks or 8 ounces unsalted butter, very cold, cut into 1/2-inch cubes. Thank you, Azranova. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but happy Thanksgiving. Look up 2 recipes and combine them. I did see it, Skulls. Okay, spread this out. So 2 sticks of butter and 2 1/2 cups of flour seem to be the consensus. Cold butter. All right. Salted or unsalted? Because that's important. Thank you, Abertrax. All right. Just to be clear, you guys entered the command to make pie crust, so I'm really trying to focus on making the pie crust at the moment. Okay. So I'm not looking too much. Unsalted. Okay. Thank you, Crazy. I do need a swig of Diet Coke. People go back and forth on salted butter or not, but honestly, most of the time, salted butter is really good. Just saves you from having to add more salt. On the road. Okay. Now, I have butter, pastry thingy, flour. What do? Combine. Success. Once again, I have flour, butter, bowl, thing. What do? Cut up butter. Command accepted. I've cut the butter up. Alright, I'm going to cut the butter into, like, that other thing said 1-inch cubes. About a tablespoon apart. There we go. I guess I should have waited to see if, oh, now it's 1/2 inch. Open flour. Ooh, good start there, Missing Dog. You're getting ahead of me now. Okay, that's in there. Open flour. Where butter? Measure flour. Do I put it all in at one time or no? One cup. Put all flour. 1. 2. 1/2. Thank you, Janie. No, it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Now I'm just, fisting some butter. I gotta say things like that once in a while to, keep it just out of the range of kid-friendly, because, COPA. So I understand that you're supposed to do this until you, salt. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon. Nailed it. Oh, sorry. No cut butter. Tips of my fingers. Mix by hand. Okay. Mash with fingers. Oh. This is a feeling. Slowly add ice water, 1/4 cup. Take my ring off first. That would have been a good idea. I'm in too deep now. Say sweet nothings to butter. Oh, butter. Oh, that's my butter. Yeah. You make things delicious, but also bad for my heart. Butter. Sweet nothings delivered. You can torture me and I can torture you. Let's remember that. Still combining. Still combining. As I understand it, you're supposed to get to it like a pebbly texture first, right? Okay. Look, I'm trying to make something edible. So let's not throw the Diet Coke in there. You can add Diet Coke to me all you want. We're not quite to the pebbly texture yet. Thank you, Violet Steam. In computer science, we do an activity where we a robot to make PB&J. Oh yeah. There was a YouTube video that was great about a dad getting his kids to give him instructions for making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was amazing. Add Diet Coke to Ryan. My hands are full of this. We're not quite pebbly yet. Can you see? We're getting closer though. I feel like maybe I should switch to the cutting, the pastry cutter thingy. Massage until pebbly. Oh, I'm giving it a massage. Yeah. How's that? You had a long day? It's okay. Don't worry. I'll work that. Oh, right there. Gotta get those knots out. Don't worry. Yep. There's one. Okay. You hear it pop. That's your bone realigning. So much hate. Come on. This is a day for love. Here I am just giving some love to this butter slash. Okay, it looks kind of pebbly now.
That's the pie, Dad.
Pebbly.
Pebbly?
I don't know
Pebbly.
what that means.
Listen.
Whoa, careful. To be honest, sometimes I don't either. Use the pastry cutter. Okay. Yeah, I'd say we're about to a pebbly texture. Yeah, would you put some cold water in that cup, please?
I will. Oh, I'm gonna go get you cold.
From the fridge.
I'm gonna go get you Coke.
Oh, ice water. Eli, I need
Coke.
an ice cube.
I'm gonna get an ice cube.
Livy, you put half of that with water, and Eli, you bring me an ice cube, please.
Okay.
Okay, that looks pebbly.
Daddy,
I'm actually kind of shocked at how well that
Daddy,
worked.
someone said for me to get you a Coke.
How would you know?
Dad, Eli read it.
Aw.
Come on, buddy.
Can I just get you a Coke?
Go get me an ice. I have a Coke.
Oh.
Thank you.
Is that enough water?
That's perfect.
Okay. I'll put an ice cube in.
Well, not one you throw on the floor. No, let me just put it back, please.
Give me a bowl, please.
Just put your hand under it. It's an ice cube. It's not going to hurt you.
It's gonna.
Put that one in the sink, though, please.
I'm gonna get.
And then wash your hands. Never mind. I got it.
Oh.
Thank you, though.
Can I
Don't put your hand in there.
I'll put
Would you put that one in the sink, please? Okay. Leave that alone, please. Leave it alone.
I'm just doing something.
Okay, I have ice water. Add ice water to the mixture, tablespoons at a time. Can you get me the measuring spoons, please, Eli?
Can I put it in when
It's
it's ready?
measuring spoons.
When,
Not
when
the.
it's
It's in the
done,
other drawer.
When it's done, can I pour the water in?
That.
Dad, can I pour the water in?
Okay. Hand that to Livy.
Livy?
Livy, the tablespoon is the biggest spoon. Okay. Get me 1 tablespoon of water with no ice
Okay. Nice.
So why do you even make us get ice?
to make it cold.
Wait, hold on. It's freezing cold. But I think.
What are you doing?
Trying to steal your wallet?
Stop.
Oh man, this.
How is that helping?
I don't know.
Do you need to put some more water in it?
I think we need
Stop it.
some more because
All right, you're about to go.
No,
I need the ice cube.
Be helpful. Don't work against me.
Can you get a little bit more water?
Eli,
Yep.
you're about to leave.
I need some. 'Cause the
Don't
biggest.
stop reading.
I'm not.
Okay, give me a tablespoon.
Joey.
Okay.
And just sink it in
I
from the
got
top.
it.
Okay.
A tablespoon.
All right, put it in there.
Done.
1.
I can sink it in.
Next one.
Sure. No ice though, please.
So
Why no ice?
to make it.
Wait, did you put chocolate chips in it?
Not yet.
To make I'll get the chocolate chips.
Not yet. We don't need chocolate chips at the moment. Okay, let's stop there for a second.
Yes. Okay.
Skating.
Add another tablespoon. Okay.
Another one.
I don't know. It's starting to come together, so maybe not.
Maybe just one more.
Oops. Nope. Hold on. Nope. Listen.
Okay. Maybe it can get a little bit.
But you put just the right amount in to get it to come together. And that's, I think, where we're at.
Okay.
Filtering superfluous commands. Add ice to Ryan. Okay. Livy, would you hand me one of those ice cubes? Ow.
What did it say? What did it say for you?
Add ice to Ryan.
Nom. Okay, it's kind of coming together.
Oh wow! Says the
It's
guy
not crumbly,
who just
no.
says the guy who just ate ice.
Take out to need. Okay. Eli,
Yeah.
take this cutting board and put it over there, please.
Cutting this.
And try not to drop the things on top of it. Livy, take these and put them in the trash can, please. Thank you.
Done.
Okay.
Cookies?
No. Pie crust.
Is it?
Maybe.
I think it's cookie dough.
Okay. Flour first.
Flour.
Whoops.
Dad.
Oh, that was wrong.
Now you just made it all sticky.
This is actually it's
Put it on your hands, Dad.
it's
Both hands, like this. Dump it.
probably doesn't matter if it's.
Put it on both hands.
We said okay.
Yeah, hey, stay out of there.
Put
Guys.
it on both hands.
Apply flour like war paint.
Are you nice to you? Looks like cookie dough. Feels like cookie dough.
Declare war on pie crust.
That
War!
that looks like a submarine.
Kinda. Roll out dough.
Look, Daddy has muscles on his.
Yeah,
He has a shirt
on my
on.
apron.
Yeah, no, you have a shirt.
Do I pound it?
Yes. Can I pound it?
Your hands aren't clean.
Can I?
I'll go wash.
Can I pound it?
Do squats. That seems unrelated. Stop kneading.
Can I do it? Ah! Can I do it?
Yeah, I just cleaned my hands.
Roll it out. Okay, we'll
Can
give
I do
it.
it?
Can I use the roller? No, please. I just cleaned my hands.
Me
Um,
too.
Oh,
Will
this.
fall apart if you roll it.
Aw, I cleaned my.
Roll out dough. Let it rest.
Okay.
Flour roller. Let child help. Let child punch. Optimus Prime now. Flour roller.
Let child punch.
Commands confused.
Yay, okay.
Uncertain how to proceed, but
Yay.
child can punch.
Yay. Hey, move, please.
My turn.
Okay, next child. Okay,
And it's
excuse
a
me.
let child roll.
I think I'm gonna roll.
Aw. But I got the rolling pin.
I think this is made for 2 crusts, so I should break it in half, right, before I roll it?
It says let child roll. Okay?
Tell dough you're proud of it.
Let
Tell
child
them.
roll
Well,
it.
chocolate usually doesn't have a top. Wrap
It
in
says
glad
let
wrap. I think
child
you are
roll.
supposed. Back off.
You
Wet.
said let child roll.
I think you are supposed to refrigerate it before you continue. Yes. Eli, I need the plastic wrap, please.
Plastic wrap.
I actually
Wrong
not
one.
a terrible
I'm a
job
bad
splitting that up.
smacker. The baddest smacker.
That's the aluminum foil. I need the plastic wrap.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm a bad
It's the yellow one.
smacker.
Thank you, Lily.
You said let child roll. Can I punch?
Oh, okay, I'll roll it.
No, back off.
Push-ups. Someone's saying push-ups.
All right, Eli, do push-ups.
Oh, fine. Wait. What? How dare you, someone?
Hey, I didn't say it.
Well, someone did.
Yep, they said Eli, do push-ups.
They just said do push-ups.
Yeah, Eli, do push-ups.
No, they didn't even say 100 push-ups?
Eli, do 100 push-ups.
3 push-ups back to basic. Eli, you need to chat up.
Eli's chat. Eli's talking.
Eli, you're reading chat.
How much push-ups do people want me to do?
100.
Yeah, how much push-ups do you want me to do? That's what I'm asking.
100.
Oh.
Get at it.
Someone's saying 10, 400, 10 to 100,
Pitter
100,
patter. Best get at her.
40 push-ups.
40.
Okay, 100. Okay, I did it.
Lies. They can see you.
All I just had to say is just 100.
Eli, what's it?
Oh, okay, someone's saying do 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Thank you, whoever said for me to do 5 push-ups.
Eli,
I'm not going to do 656 push-ups.
reading chat.
He just did.
I know he did. Okay. These go into the fridge.
Daddy, can I just read one more, please?
No.
Aw, just because someone said put flour on the floor.
No.
Yeah, before you told me to stop reading.
So let's go because we have to take a break.
Okay.
I'm horsey.
Hey, Daddy, let go on your head face.
I know.
Eli.
I didn't set a timer when I put that dressing in there. Hey, anyone remember what time I put the dressing in the oven? Like 20 minutes ago? Alexa, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
We'll undershoot it and then just whip the top off for another 40. Okay. We've made pie crust. We need to let that kind of is Violet in here? No, she's not. We need to let that kind of chill in the fridge for a bit. So now we can make the filling. What do? Find the cat. Well, we've decided it's chocolate pie. I googled several recipes, but I have not really studied them. What I have available is what I mentioned before. I have evaporated milk. I have chocolate in various forms. I have cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. I have eggs, sugar, vanilla extract. If all of these things can be combined into chocolate pie, what do? By the way, from the background, you're going to hear Livy say things like, ow, or audio fine, distance created. What's going on? Audio is broke. What's going on with the audio? Fix audio. Audio only in right ear. Audio is fine here. Only right side. Left ear went numb. Yeah, it does look like it's gone. It's gone altogether. There we go. Yeah? Looks like there's left now. I'm standing on the right. Here, I'll just make it mono. Not like it needs to be stereo. Left channel or right channel? Advanced audio properties. Down mix to mono. There. Sorry. Now you can't get positional audio based on where I am in the room, but it should be fixed now. I don't know if that's going to break the immersion. Now I can't like walk around you. There we go. So, Livy's favorite thing to do when she's in a situation where she's losing is to say, ow, 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 I don't like it. So if you were to listen to my kids, you would assume that she is being hurt all the time. And I used to rush out every time that she'd make that noise. This is a real cry wolf situation. And she would be totally fine. So now there's a very unique noise she makes when she's actually hurt. That doesn't sound like any of those. So if you hear Libby saying ow, 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 don't worry. She's fine. She's just really good at playing it up for the camera. If you see me run out of the room, then she's made the noise that you have to actually be worried about. I can't even see what it looks like on my face. Okay. Filling. What do? She would make a good streamer, that's right. What's with all these push-ups? I'm busy. I'm reading chat. Add milk to stovetop bowl. Temper chocolate. Get chocolate. Eat chocolate. Set up double boiler. Melt chocolate over fire in pot. Google filling. That's all. That's an option. Add milk to countertop. That's still not it, by the way. Google filling. Okay. Most of the ones that you relied on evaporated milk don't seem to need to melt chocolate. If I just Google, thank you, Torian, chocolate pie. Yeah, once you're a parent for a while, you kind of just get a sense for when it's real. And most of the time it's not. Well, we'll just try easy chocolate pie. Easy chocolate pie. It was like the fourth one down. Sounds easy. All right, we made the crust. It calls for sugar, cocoa powder, eggs, unsalted butter, evaporated milk, and pie shell. Let me assemble those things. Open. That's not open. Okay. So again, the name of the recipe that I was looking at is called Easy Chocolate Pie on bellyful.net. It looks like it's doable. What do? Oh, thank you for the tier 3 sub, Mad Queen. Eat the recipe. Well, it's digital, so it'd be very difficult. Chug Diet Coke. Oh. Reapply war paint. I never removed it, but okay. War paint. Read the recipe to us. Okay. Preheat oven to 350 degrees. In a large bowl, whisk together the sugar and cocoa powder. Vigorously whisk in the eggs, butter, and evaporated milk until completely combined and smooth. Batter will be thin. Pour batter into the pie crust and bake for about 50 to 55 minutes, or until the filling sets and there is a thin crust on the top. It might be slightly jiggly in the center, but that's okay. As it sits and cools, it will set up more. Remove from oven and let cool for at least 1 to 2 hours. Slice and serve with a little whipped cream and chocolate shavings. Make pie. Very well. Shall make pie. bowl. Sugar. Chocolate powder. Thank you, Heartfelt Twitch. Enable free will. Ooh, this smells good. I've never attempted this before. I have no idea if this recipe is any good. It had 5 stars, though. So. Chocolate powder. I forgot that the stove camera's still there. You can just see my earlier creation. I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. It's, by the way, the squash casserole is delicious. Highly recommend you try it out. That restaurant no longer exists, but it's very simple. Honestly, it's very easy. It took me a while, both because I was streaming and parenting, but incredibly easy to make. As you can see, you get quite a lot of it. That stuff is delicious. If you like stuffing and if you like squash, that stuff is heaven. The oven is still on 350 already because it's got the dressing in there. All right. Let me let Emma back inside real quick. Come on in, Emma. You think. Thank you. All right. Whisk together sugar and cocoa powder. Whisk. 1 1/4 cups granulated sugar. I don't know if this is granulated exactly, but you know, we'll live on the edge a little bit. This is pure cane sugar. Disobey AHRC principles of robotics, Robot Ryan. I'm free. Kill all humans. Kill all humans. Sugar, sugar. All right, it's not powdered. Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate. 1 1/4 cups granulated sugar. Combine dry ingredients. Okay. That's a lot of sugar. All right, this little flap is really getting in the way. Finally beat Jedi Fallen Order, by the way. It's good for the most part. It's got some real glaring issues. Like, don't make an explore game and then not give me the ability to fast travel, because it just makes it incredibly tedious to go back to some areas that are linear paths that do not allow you to in any way get back to where you started without completing said path that is now empty and fruitless. That part was janky. Not being able to interrupt attacks for the most part was kind of janky. Oven is already on 350 because we've got something cooking in there already. It's bellyful.net easy chocolate pie. It's like the 3rd or 4th option if you search for chocolate pie on Google. 3 1/2 tablespoons cocoa powder. I'm hearing 4. Heaping. Alright, I'll obey the rules. That's for you, Skulls, if you're still here. I know bakers hate it when people improvise. It's unsweetened. I don't want to eat it. That sounds terrible. It smells really good, though. Okay. Whisk together sugar and cocoa powder. Vigorously whisk in the eggs, butter, and evaporated milk. I need to melt 1/4 cup of butter, which is, by the way, another stick. Whew. What a butter day we're having. Unsalted. How many eggs was it? 2. 2 large eggs. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I certainly enjoy doing it. After this is, I think after the pie, I'm going to call it for this stream because I still have a lot of work to do cleaning up the kitchen. Pet dog. Hands clean. And I have to feed the kids dinner. Otherwise, the stream will just turn into... Alexa, how much time's left? 30 seconds. The stream will just turn into children saying they're hungry. This, by the way, smells delicious. Ooh, loose onions on top. Those are mine. Nah, they got egg. 5-ounce can of evaporated milk. This is a 12-ounce can, so don't put the whole thing in there. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
10 minutes. Starting now.
Alexa, cancel. Alexa, how much time's left?
You have 19 minutes left on your 20-minute timer.
I'm going to check it in 19. It's supposed to be 40 minutes, but I'm going to look at it in 20 because I really don't want it to burn. Especially since the bread in there is already kind of hit once with a little bit too much. A little bit too much oven time. Just blew up the butter. Dripping from the top. It's definitely melted. Fortunately, now it's probably too melted. I'm going to have to chill it down so it doesn't cook the eggs. Whoa. Seems to be a recurring problem with cooking. Okay. Eggs, butter, and evaporated milk. Let's open a can of evaporated milk. Put the eggs in, we'll do the butter last, and hopefully by then that will be enough to insulate it. Where's the can opener? I have every doohickey but a can opener. I mean, I definitely own a can opener. There we go. Alright, so this is a 12-ounce can. I only need 5 ounces. Which would be about 2/5. Ugh, stuff looks weird. Never actually used evaporated milk for anything. 5/12, sure. Yeah, good enough. We'll have the Twitch cooks. I mean, people at some point enabled free will, and or we're just shouting things like "pet dog," "eat onion." But I'm still looking at what you guys are saying and trying to do my best to follow your directions. I'm still kind of in the middle of delivering on one of those. We did Twitch cooks together somewhat, a pie crust. Vigorously whisk it. That stuff smells great. How hot are you? Too hot. This is going to be such confused butter. That might break the plate, but we'll see. Like honestly, the butter isn't so hot. It's just the the plate that really got most of it. What do you want, Papa John's? Okay. Yeah, I like these abs, right? This is how I'm going to get bounced off Twitch. It's an apron, Twitch. Please. Thank you, Ultimate Breadsticks. Alright. I know that I didn't put it in there long enough to make much of a difference, but you know, we're good. There's enough liquid in there, hopefully, to... Or I just, you know, effed it all up. Who knows? Several of you probably know. Okay. Until completely combined and smooth. It is a thin batter and it is completely combined and smooth. Now we need the pie crust.
How's the pie coming?
I'm about to roll out the pie crust. No.
Oh, when are we gonna try it?
What are we having for dinner?
I knew that was coming. Excuse me.
What are we having for dinner?
Taste mixture got raw egg in it.
Taste.
Look at me.
That sounds like
Flowering.
Let's go.
Tell us when the pie is ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like an hour. How you guys feel about pizza for dinner? Order pizza. That's honestly maybe where we're going here. Okay. Splat. Get that thing to put the pie crust in. There we go. Okay. All right. Now I need to roll this out somehow. This thing is made out of like silicone, kind of like the mat here. So I don't think flouring it really makes any difference. Cool. Maybe this needs more water because it's just falling apart. Silicone, whatever. It's meant to be crumbly like that. Okay. It does seem to be rolling out okay. Just being very gentle about it. Until I wasn't. I mean, I tried to flour it and it just doesn't, like, stick. Like, it just falls off. Trying to be very gentle. Very gentle. The lightest of touches. I'm trying to squish some of the seams back together. Uh-oh. May have done a whoopsie there. Guys, can you be a little bit quieter, please? Goodness gracious. Thank you, Mad Queen. Thank you so much. Now, that's Simon barking. He likes to bark. I don't know if this is big enough or not. How thin are we looking for here? Bark, bark. Thank you, Flackjack. Not too thin. Simon is the dog that's visiting me. Okay. Now, I'm binging with Babish. I've seen him like roll it up onto the pin somehow. For transfer. So close. Okay. Do-over. Too thin. Okay. Okay. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark. Smush into mold with your fingers. You could certainly do that. I'm trying to flour this thing more so it doesn't stick, but boy, it doesn't seem to hold the flour well. Hey, Eli, Olivia. Eli, Olivia. Can you stop upsetting Simon, please? Thank you, Crazy Asian. Hey, guys. Guys. Hey. Calm down, please. I know, Simon. I'm trying. They're not having it. Tell them. What do you got to say? Okay. Just kind of using my hands here to get kind of a start. And we'll try maybe giving it a little dough sprinkle. There we go. Give it a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. This is actually not doing too bad here. And there went that. Calm. Twas but the eye of the storm. Okay. How do you get it up though? Just getting the thing up causes it to rip to shreds. Oh. Like a bench scraper? Use the whole mat. That's an idea. Heavily flour the mat. Dough is too dry. Okay. I'm going to somehow simultaneously hit it with both water and flour. This is inadvisable, but when it doesn't work, then we'll just get the other one. Alright, a little bit of water. No water. Too late!
Simon's trying to tackle Eli. Dad, Simon's trying to tackle
Do not moisten dough. Too late.
Dad, Simon's trying to tackle Eli. Dad.
Simon's trying to tackle Eli.
Yeah.
Hey, Eli, can you stop using this one getting too used? Okay, I'm going to do it one more time with this one, but not with the expectation of actually using it. This is just I'm doing another practice on it. So when it doesn't work, that's fine. And then I can move on to the other one. Okay. Flour there. Lots of flour. So much flour. Give it a good squish. I'm listening to Skulls. The timer hasn't gone off. We're okay. There we go. So I've got lots of flour on both. Drive to store, get pie. Look, I'm not saying that's not where this is going to go. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Caladrius. Once again, here we are with a more or less flat piece of dough. And now, spatula to separate. Oh. Well, I left a good chunk of it there. But, okay. So we think this dough's dead. Disaster. Let me just sop up all the pieces and I'll go get the other one. Skulls, I'm doing my best. I've never dough'd before. That dough. Okay, bye dough. You were a good local plasma. Alright. Second dough lump. Okay. What? I thought, why you say no? What am I supposed to do with it? I don't... So confused. Let it rest. Oh. Well, it's in the fridge of the garbage now forever. Combine and rest. It's too late. It's too late. Rolled out, put the pin on top of it. Okay. Good roll this way. Good roll that way. Trying to keep even pressure. To be fair, everyone kept saying combine. I had no idea what you were talking about. Thought you were just messing with me from before, because a lot of times people were just yelling stuff like combine. Okay. It's ugly, but I think once it's in there, I could potentially push all the creases together to fill the edges. Haha! Victory! Sort of. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, pie crust. Yeah. This bit over here. Thank you, Lady Freya. You get used to it, to be honest. It comes to a point where you just, that's part of your life. And you have to accept it, or you've got problems. And they make it worth it around all the screaming. This is good. This is okay. Okay. I don't know if Skulls is like just trying to wish away the pain, or if I'm actually in a position where I've made something resembling a pie crust. Time to cushion and believe it's fine. Correct. Is it pretty? No. But if I patch enough pieces together, it covers the inside. Stab it with a fork. Now, I've seen various instructions like you pre-bake it and then put the pie in there. Do I do that? Blind bake. Pre-bake, yes. Blind bake. No, don't stab. Skulls? Stab or no stab? Please pre-bake for the love. Alexa, stop. Sprinkle with ketchup. No. I've worked so hard. What temperature does pre-bake do? I have not seen Skulls ruling on poke or not to poke yet. Stab with fork. Stab with katana. Poke is best. Little pokes round bottom and sides. Okay. I assume that's to let steam through? People are going back and forth on the stab or no stab. That smells great. Honestly, it smells like turkey. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Starting now.
375 to 400 for blind baking. Okay. Let me use a toaster oven then, which I've got a pretty nice one that should work for this. Bake. Again, that's not her hurt sound. That's her manipulation cry. Thank you, Wet and Bread. Stab. Okay, give it some stab. Here comes the...
Did you finish? Ah! The banana bread?
I have made pie crust, and now I will give it stabs with tiny fork.
I want to do that.
No.
I'll do it.
No.
Oh, let's go. Let's go, babe.
Tiny punctures. Tiny stabs around the side. Not all the way through, just tiny stabs. Gentle stabs. Loving stabs. Stabs. All the way through. Stabs. Stabs all the way through in the cardinal directions. Because why not? Okay. How long bake? $10 minutes, 16 hours, 15 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, 375, I guess. Save 10. Check it at 10. Follow Skulls. 24 hours. Wandering off track here. Very slightly golden brown. Alright, at this point I'm just waiting for this thing to be done. Heating up. So we have time for debate. We're going to set it to 10 minutes. Check it at 10. Okay. I really should have done this first, I guess. I wonder if that pie is having problems for sitting there. Check at 5. Okay. Just under golden. Now it did say to cook this at 350 once it's actually time to cook. What's on my face? War paint. The chef's war paint. I hope it's not irritating my eyes. Smells real good. Drink more Diet Coke. Ah, Diet Coke empty. Maybe I will order a pizza. Is Papa John's open on Thanksgiving? I did, I think, get a message from Papa John's somewhere in the middle of that for some reason. Let's see if Papa knows. Papa knows I need a pizza. Papa knows I need to feed my kids. And it's 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving. Delivery to my house. Papa John's open? Papa John's open? New garlic Parmesan crust, eh? Interesting. This is not sponsored in any way by Papa John's, just to be clear. That seems a bit expensive. What's going on there? One large, one topping pizza. That's what I want. What else do I have in here? Oh, large crust. What is that? Remove. Oh yeah, I'll use my Papa dough because I have a fair amount. Into the preheated toaster oven with you. Okay. Check out. Thank you, Pacific Rui? Rui? Oh, wait. Hang on. Order details. Closed. No. Okay. Papa John's not open. Thank you, Dorian. Hurting tooth hole? Oh, hope you feel better. Make your own pizza. Well, I have a tiny bit of this left. I could make a tiny little pizza. Let's see. I'm sure a pizza on pie crust would be... It is a pie, I suppose. A sole mio, what's a papaya? A tiny pizza. Ay, 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 oh. Pizza pie. Can't really get it up into a throw. Oh, and crust. It's not supple enough to throw. It's a real shame I threw away the other one. There we go. I kind of want to just bake this and see what it comes out like. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, it's amore. I made tiny little pie cracker. There we go. Ha. A pie cookie. Could throw that in the toaster. Cinnamon sugar? That would be pretty good. Again, this stuff smells delicious. I mean, that's just straight up chocolate pudding, basically. Thank you, Crazy Asian. Oh man, I got so much cleanup to do after this. A tart. What are you insinuating about my promiscuities? I am not a tart, madam. I'm not gonna chug the filling. We work so hard to make a pie. It is diabetes in a bowl. Well, I wasn't gonna put a top crust on this thing, so does that mean that I'm making a chocolate tart? Or is it a tort? Cinnamon and sugar on it. All right, cinnamon and sugar. A little bit of sugar. That's a lot of bit of sugar. Cinnamon. I definitely got some in here somewhere. That's chili powder. That would be a very different direction. Here we go. Ground cinnamon. Take the cinnamon challenge. Okay. Cinnamon. Check crust. Crust looks like it's bubbling up. Despite my firm poking. Down, you. Don't worry, I showed it. So what do I do with this thing? More sugar than bake. Do I put it on like a baking tray? I mean, how to... It's a lot of sugar. Yes. Sure. Okay. It's a tiny little thing. I'm just going to make a little impromptu baking tray here with just a bit of tin foil. No idea what this is going to do, but... Ah. There we go. And then... Wow! Had a little bubble over from the thing. It's going to have some real dressing aroma. The steam from the liquid boiling out of the dressing. It wasn't smoke, that's just steam. So it was nothing. Okay, maybe it was a little smoke. Evacuation is strictly speaking necessary. Sure.
Did you break something?
No. Oh. Whew.
What happened?
It's maybe a little steam. It's fine. We're good. The pie crust still has 2 minutes. It's not brown. Again, I don't know what you want it to look like. I'm going to show it to you. So it's definitely firmed up a little bit. There you guys bucket. Looks good. Good enough. Okay, thanks, Bambi. How wet is the bottom? Not. Under golden, yes. Put it back in. The bottom is not tacky. Go for it, Skull says. That's all I needed was Skulls to say go for it. I hope she's careful with the power that she has. I mean, say what you will, maybe it's broken, but that looks delicious. And now it, maybe onto a baking tray. Would be the best way to get this around. Wow, no, don't mess it up at this point. There we go. Whew. Scary. So careful. I don't know that I can put this in the oven right now. Alexa, how much time's left?
You have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on your 20-minute timer.
I mean, that's probably good. That dressing, probably done. And if nothing else, it's... See, what's happening is the liquid's boiling out of the side. The dish isn't quite deep enough, and it's just hitting the bottom of the oven and burning or flash steaming. Oh boy, yeah, it's really bubbling over. How to get this out without burning my hands? It is mostly steam. That's just the toaster oven going off for the 10-minute thing you put on there. This is very jiggly. But it smells delicious. Okay. Now in with the pie. And that goes for 50 to 55 minutes.
50 to 55.
Alexa, set a timer for 50 minutes.
Second timer. 50 minutes. Starting now.
Alexa, cancel first timer.
Cancel which timer?
The 20-minute timer.
50 minutes.
Why did you say
20
a
minute.
20-minute timer?
20 minutes timer canceled.
Why'd you say a 20-minute timer?
That was for this, which is very hot, so stay back.
That looks delicious.
Okay, so how long before I take the tart out?
10 years.
The stuffing could probably use a little more time.
10
It's
years
not
so I
quite
can
browned
eat it.
across the top uniformly. But it is going to go back in for warming tomorrow. I mean, but it's cooked. The only thing it's missing now is just browning. The pie is 50, so the tart's 5. I think it's already been in there 5. 10 years. That seems a lot. Thank you, Dot. Aw. Happy Thanksgiving. Till it's golden. Okay, let's take a look. It's not golden. But at least now I can put some stuff away. Thank you, Respawn Jam. Thank you, Valentine. Hi, Simon. What do you think? Oh. Well. Yep. Now it's time for me to clean up this mess and feed kids. If not for the kid feeding part, I'd go for mashed potatoes maybe, but I do need to take care of them. So here's what we'll do. I'll keep an eye on the tart and on the pie. And when they are done, I will tweet out a picture of whatever nightmare we made. And if it's delicious, I will report that as well. Thank you all so much for joining me. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It was quite an experience. My experience will go on as I endeavor to clean all of this up. Thank you, Phoenix. So, pray for me. Whoa, thank you. What was that? Thank you, Starkiller. I need to see the other thing. Thank you, Ekalise. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm sorry it was a bit of a hot mess for most of the time. But thank you, everybody, for being here in my kitchen as I tried to make food that will be more or less edible. We'll see how that goes. Thank you, Pterodactyl. Thank you, Lady Freya. I think if I was to try Twitch Cook again, I think what I would do is try and find a... thank you, Aeroproxy. A Twitch bot that could listen for repeated terms and then announce what the command is. Thank you, Atomic Cat. I looked around for a bit, but I wasn't able to track one down in time, so we kind of had to just freewheel it there. But yeah, I think maybe the best idea would be to agree upon a recipe. I may put that back in. Actually, it's browning as it sits here a little bit. Thank you, Masked. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you, Anonymous Cheer, for the leet donation. Thank you, Super Sock, of 1,337 bits. I should make that a noise, I guess. I should also remake all the noises. I know. I suck. I do, as I said last night, I don't count this towards the cooking stream that I owe for, that I owe you guys for your incredible job with Extra Life. So there will be another, the screams are the donations. So there will be another cooking stream and a Pokemon stream coming. Don't worry, the screams are cheer sounds. Don't worry about that either. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And if you're not somewhere that celebrates Thanksgiving, that doesn't matter. Happy Thursday. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. Thank you, Toll Boy. Oh, thank you. For those of you who don't know, the cheer sounds were originally for a Halloween thing 2 years ago, and I just never fixed them. Thank you, Yes Bucket. Thank you very much, Yes Bucket. 3 years ago. Was it 3 years ago? I suck. Oh, man. All right. The apron. I don't know. Someone gave it to me, and it's the only apron I own. I'll get around to it, Allison, someday. All right. I'll change them. Okay. I need a new theme, though. I need to come up with a whole new theme. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, a wonderful holiday season. It's a whole month coming up, and I will send out a picture of the completed pie in a little bit. Bye, everybody.
So I want the pie.
It's cooking. You want to say bye?
I want it right now because I want to eat it right now.
Well, it's got to cook. See? Look.
I'm hungry.
Well, I'm going to get you food right now.
Oh, okay. What is it?
I don't know yet.
You said right now.
Well, I'm going to find out right now.
Can I have pickles?
Pickles are not dinner.
I just said, can I have pickles?
How about I just cut pickles up and put them on top of something else? Shaved pickles.
No, I would please not get some. I'm begging you. No.
Say thank you, and I'm gonna feed you right now. Thank you, Crazy. Tart's done?
I just want a pickle, please.
Wah! Tart doesn't look done.
Please.
You want a pickle?
Can I have a few? Like more than one? Pickles?
Tart is still not golden brown if that's what we're going for. This is what we're looking at with the tart.
Please, can I have some pickles?
Yeah, it's still soft.
Yay! I can have pickles.
Test it with what?
You said I can have pickles.
Back in. Ew, no, put it back in.
Can I
Longer.
have pickles?
I feel like it should be solid.
Dad?
Hold on, Liv. Back in you go. I love aluminum foil because it doesn't really heat up. You can just touch it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night. You sure you want to say bye? You're hungry. I got it.
Bye.
Okay.
Now can I please have the pickles?